Oh, that's funny.
Oh my God. What a
Yes.
disaster. Hello. We're sorry. We're trying
Sorry
to figure out.
about
This
that.
is like we're trying to figure out how it works.
At least you're
Um,
not lagging now, Lucy. So the
yes.
original plan was we were going live with this feature on YouTube that is only available on mobile phones. It's called Go Live Together, and that way people just can just click a link and join the conversation. But since we had like very bad technical issues from our phones, we just changed to this other app, and now we're gonna figure out how
We
can
don't
we
know if
get
we can
most
take in
people.
colors, but apparently we can. But it's a little bit more complicated.
All
It is
right,
a disaster, but hey, whatever. We're trying. We're trying to figure out for the other weeks. Apparently we can. Totally. Like I can. It just like I basically. I'm. Yeah. I invite just like I invited you, Renzo.
that's right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, then there's no problem. Let's see. Okay, awesome. I'm gonna just put it in the chat. Call in. I'm so sorry, guys. We're trying to figure it out.
We're gonna get better in time. We want to do this
Yes.
often.
Yeah, we want to do it weekly, actually, every Saturday. Is it gonna work?
Okay, so there's a link, right? We just posted in the comments, and in theory, everyone could click that link,
Yes.
and that
Yay.
would be like a request to join.
It works. Okay, it's gonna be okay.
Excellent! Wow.
So sorry, guys, but we figured it out. It's okay. It's okay. We can do it. Okay. Um. So the point is, we're going to obviously talk to non-vegans if they come, which is not super highly probable today, but that's okay. Otherwise, we'll just hang and talk about veganism and stuff like that. But yeah, the goal is to get more callers in other weeks as well. So it is actually a 15 plus for callers. So we'll ask them every time. I'm gonna try to put. No, I can't put my background. Whatever, it's fine. Apart from
And
that,
also, sorry, the original plan was to stream on TikTok. And so the reason why we did not do that yet is because you need a certain amount of followers to be able to stream there. So if everybody has the app TikTok, please follow Lucy so that next time we can do
I'll
it
send
properly
my.
in that app.
Yes, please, so that we can talk to non-vegans on TikTok, which is where they are the most gonna come from, you know. So I'm going to link my TikTok. So yeah, you guys, if you want to subscribe or follow, whatever it's called. Okay, up. So Renzo, let us know about veganism.
What is veganism? We would like to have non-vegans answer that question. What they usually obviously say has something to do with food, and it doesn't. If we're all vegans here in the chat, we already know it's about animal exploitation. And so, yeah, I just wonder if we're going to have any non-vegans.
I have had non-vegans in my chat in my streams that were meant for vegans, so it's possible.
That's right. Your new reels are having a lot of traffic. There's a lot of non-vegans leaving comments. So if any of those are here present, this is your chance to speak with us and tell us why you're not vegan.
We would love to know. We would love to have an open, honest conversation with you. And it's not going to be like a hard debate or whatever. It's not going to be like something fast and obnoxious. It's just going to be us just talking about it, you know? We do want to know. Yeah. Yeah, the trolls are going to call as well. That's for sure. That's fine. You know, sometimes trolls are more receptive than we think they are, because they are very triggered for a reason. Um, you know how researchers say that basically people are really when they tend to hate vegans, it's not because they don't agree with them, but it's because they have similar values, and so they feel attacked just by the existence of vegans. So you know, it can be. We never know. You know. Hey everyone, thanks for being
That is
here.
true. Who's here in the chat right now? I see my friend Louis. What's up, Louis, Martin, Kevin? Hello, hello. And does Ben speak in Spanish? Because I've read some comments in Espanol. Who else is here? Hello, Jason. In the previous
So
stream, I saw Vegan Stoner Lady.
yeah,
Uh, so
you're doing great.
hello. I watch all of your stream, guys. By the way, probably maybe
Mm.
I'm a new face here, but I am behind the chat in every stream that you do. I am listening. I'm learning. So I want to do this too. This is my first time, by the way.
Mm.
So I might suck, but how else am I going to learn?
I don't think you're gonna suck. I
Yeah.
mean, it's just outreach online, really. So, guys, if you're not vegan and you'd like to let us know why you aren't vegan, click the link, and you don't have to have your camera on. Actually, we'll disable your camera. But yeah, we'd love to know. Yeah, yeah. And I said you're active. Well, yeah, you're doing outreach. You've done outreach, so it's the same thing, really. You know. And I should be doing normally if I can. Okay, Anna. I know this was a disaster, but next week it will be better because I will have my new phone. Okay, so I swear to God, I can call in. I have an okay. I want to like specify again. It's second hand, but refurbished, which is really important to have it second hand.
Mm,
So it will work. It will. It will not. It will work. So
nice.
because
Plus,
yes,
you
on
guys are gonna.
Wednesday. Yeah. On
Are you
Wednesday, we're
gonna
gonna do
join
it on
on
her
TikTok?
channel. Yes.
That's gonna be great. Yeah.
I'm super excited. Yeah. It should be more traffic than YouTube over there. But yeah, so guys, if you're able to follow me on TikTok, it will help us be able to go live on TikTok, which is where the non-vegans are the most. Like it's just more traffic there. And I have like 374 something like that on TikTok, and I need to have 500 followers to be able to go live. So please help us out. Where was the link to join in? There we go.
Plus, I think that in YouTube we would have more viewers if we do it in portrait mode.
Yeah. And
So
we
next
will be
time we
able to
can
do it
try that
next week,
with your other
normally.
phone. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I see that Lewis is asking about my Gitos Kids project. So this is an animation series that I would like to do for kids to introduce them or to normalize veganism. Well, Lucy interviewed me a couple of years ago about this. At that time, I was kind of making an experiment, and I was trying to see if I was able to create all of this by my own. And the experiment consisted in just creating some uh, like musical videos that explain veganism. I also started an Instagram page, but the idea with it is that I would like to just create like a mainstream kind of series that just revolves around the topic of veganism. So these characters are kids that become activists. They are all like different and come from just different parts, and they join together and they become activists. But that's a lot of work. So for now, I have paused it until I just get my times in order so I can work on this. Hello,
Sorry, I'm
Michael.
trying to do some housekeeping. Okay, I'm just gonna re-put the link in the chat.
Can you pin the...
I can't figure out how to do that, so...
Well, I think it's there in the comments.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna put it in the comment. No, I don't, yeah, I can't do it. There's no comments yet, so I can't do that.
Right.
Anyways, yeah, I agree. For sure. So again, guys, if you're non-vegan, call us. We'd love to have you. So guys, in the comments, let us know, how did you become vegan? I mean, in the chat, that is, no comments yet.
Can you create a poll in the chat section, Lucie? Not sure.
Yes, I'm doing it. Okay, so you want vegan or non-vegan, right?
Yeah, vegan or non-vegan. Probably for now we're all vegans.
Yeah.
Maybe you can help us also by liking the stream. That way maybe we can reach a little bit more people.
Yeah, Renzo's link is in the description of the video. I can put it in the chat as well, though.
That's right. That's my Gitos Kids project, in case you want to check it out.
Wait, it was in the description of the other video. So Renzo, if you want to talk
Right.
about it, someone asked what your projects were for the future in activism as well. If you want to talk about that.
In activism in general, I mean, I would really love to get good at these online conversations that I've seen that work so well, because a lot of people join, and it's a great chance to educate people. But yeah, like my ultimate project, something that kind of blends with the talents that I have, the things that I really want to do, is a series, for kids. I think that now the stream is lagging. Let us know if there's any lag. Buffering, yeah, it's buffering.
Who is buffering, me or you, or both?
Us in YouTube.
Okay. Must be okay. Weird. This is okay. So this is Renzo's link, guys. I had all that stuff in the description, but okay, yeah.
There it is. We're back. There was, like dairy products, and I just remember I connected the dots and said, like, just no more, and it was just like that. I remember I had an ice cream, and I said, okay, I'll eat the ice cream, and from there I won't buy any more products. But I couldn't even do that. It was just suddenly disgusting for me. So maybe it's true about that, what they say about like getting these points in a way, like sudden, until you finally do the connection, and once you do it, it's just everything just becomes very obvious. At this point, I don't know if we are super lagging, if it's
Some people said that it was better.
A little bit better. Okay.
Saved a few deer tonight. Did you? Because that's crazy cool. Wait. I'm trying to find my thing. Cool. Okay. I'm not sure we're gonna get any no vegans, but hey, maybe if we wait long enough, you know what we could do in the meantime? We could react to some vegan outreach.
Nice. Very good.
Okay. So guys, do you have preferences while we wait for non-vegans? Do you have preferences of vegan outreachers to watch? that we could react to?
So Louis said that he prayed and the buffering stopped.
Hey, vegan gods.
There's your evidence for God. God exists. Excellent.
Vegan
Let's
gods
pray.
exist.
And Louis, please pray for some non-vegans to come into the chat.
Yes, please.
We can have some conversations.
It's gonna be better when we have it vertical, obviously. I mean, I hope so.
Sure.
So guys, which choose would you want? 40-year-old vegan or chip or vegan stone lady? Who's VPM? Oh, vegan postmortem. So there are 2 votes for vegan stoner lady. I mean, I'm sold. Are you, Renzo?
Let's go. I watched the stream. What's the name of the group of vegan stoner lady?
Anti-animal use.
Anti-animal use.
Anna, are you okay with us watching your outreach?
I think she said anything that vegan. Oh, VPM is good to react to.
Vegan postmortem.
A vegan postmortem. Hey.
We would react to like in-person outreach then, because vegan stone lady, do you have a favorite, like a certain video you'd like us to watch in particular, or?
Anti-animal use. That's the group from Vegan Stoner Lady.
Okay, awesome, Anna. Well, Anna, I'll play you first, and then like the latest one, and then we'll see. Okay, so let's see. All right. Oh, I had started watching it. Let's go.
We get to that world where it's more fair for everybody.
For me, first we have to deal with the people before we get to.
You probably can't hear that. Well, let me know, guys.
Yeah, so how do we get to that world where it's more fair for everybody?
For me, first we have to deal with the people before we get to the animals, and it doesn't mean that you're negating.
Well, it is though, because you're saying only this issue matters when we could do both.
Because if you support colon cancer,
so the difference is you're demanding the animal exploitation. You're not demanding the human issue. You can kind of see yourself.
Awesome.
Yeah, well, the sun.
I know. I kind of chose it 4 weeks, and now we're like in shadow, but they get
okay.
Yeah, they get to enjoy our voices at least.
Yeah.
Remind me your name, please.
I'm Jackie.
Jackie.
I'm Jean.
John? I'm Anna. Lovely to meet you. Yes. So our what brings you out?
By the way, guys, I've been going crazy on Anna's stuff lately. I've been making a short reacting to her stuff. I'm doing a live with her next week, and we're watching her video. I feel like a stalker right now. Oh man.
Okay.
I have work from, so it's a nice day, easy traffic, so it's like, let's see.
Oh yeah, for sure. This is a great place.
Beautiful city.
Yeah, it is. I love that because before it did not look this nice. It was not as welcoming. So this update is just, it's welcome. I appreciated it. So yes.
Now we're coming from the Portland side. I hope they take a look at this.
So we heard about this fact. Usually we go to the
In Portland, yes.
So we wanted to explore.
Yeah.
This one looks like.
It's a little different. It's a little
Yeah.
smaller.
It is.
But it definitely has some different.
New one.
Yeah, exactly. It is newer. Yeah, I love the Portland.
Punch, very, very family friendly. So it's good.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Portland's parks are great too, though.
Yeah,
Like,
they are.
yeah, it's always good to explore both sides.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll get to it. What do you guys think about the dynamics between the powerful and the powerless? Do you think someone who has some advantage, like maybe they're really strong or maybe they're really smart, do you think that advantage gives them the right to oppress somebody that doesn't have that?
No.
Yeah.
No,
I
just because one person may have more power, which is always the case. One person's more powerful than the other, one institution more than the other. But that one that may not have that same power has a different right equalize misconceptions.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Different skills.
Yeah, we're powerful in different ways for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Do you think that if someone maybe is nonverbal and maybe not to the average cognition, that makes it okay to exploit them? Because
No.
I agree. What if this is kind of?
To protect them. Yeah.
I agree with that. What about if the oppressor is a different species, like maybe a human to a dog? Would that be because I'm a human? It's
Girl, don't worry. This shit happens all the time. Like, I always had tech difficulties. That's, yeah, unavoidable sometimes. Well, we have 20 people. Guys, if you're not vegan, let us know by calling in. Click the link in the chat. We would love to have you there. And it would be an open conversation, chill. And we're not going to pile on you too much, okay? Don't be worried. And we will disable your camera as well.
How's the poll going, by the way? Can you see that, Lucie?
The poll? Well, okay, I have to look.
Maybe
Wait,
we have
because I'm
one
streaming
non-vegan. Is there anyone who's non-vegan in the chat?
Yeah.
Let us know. Let us know. You can jump in and talk to us.
Okay, everybody's 100% is vegan from the poll. So
Yeah.
hopefully we'll get some non-vegans. But hey, if we don't, it's fine. We hang out. You know, we react to outreach, talk about veganism, and then hopefully some people come that are not vegan. There we go.
okay for me to use this dog in any way I see fit.
No, not at all. But also that being said, it's still there is a human and there is a dog.
Yeah.
The dog is still a dog. That doesn't mean that you mistreat them
Yeah.
or you're cruel to them. That's
Right.
a different level. But there's a difference in the two. But yes, they're also still human.
Actually, not just dog. I come from a culture where cows are cherished. Actually, they are big part of our lives. So you protect the cow, you never abuse the cow. So I think that's the attitude that comes with as far as protecting animals. That's what.
Are you both vegan?
No.
Okay.
No.
How do I make
What
this?
do you understand
Veganism is no meat.
Maybe
vegetarian?
maybe we should watch a video with like the sound that didn't have an issue, right? Because it's a bit difficult to hear.
A little bit. If you want to change it, sure.
Yeah, we'll change it just because it will be easier to hear, because right now I'm having a hard time and it's on 100%. So
But
then it just comes to
okay. When Hannah said that this video went a little bit wrong, was just about the technical issues, or was there something in the conversation that kind of went wrong, or you thought could have gone better? This question for Hannah.
I'm just gonna keep posting it all the time because then people will have.
Oh, there's one non-vegan here.
There is?
Yeah.
Is there one non-vegan?
Just dropped to 5% no.
Awesome.
Is there any non-vegans in the chat? Say hey.
Why is this not working? So if you're not vegan and you'd like to chat about why you aren't, that'd be great. And click on the link for StreamYard. We'll disable your video and we'd love to chat with you. So you have to be more than 15. Well,
check this comment out. Why do vegans always want to shove their views down our throats?
I can't tell if it okay. Is it second degree? I don't know. Let's take it seriously then, because okay, Renzo, do you want to go with that? Okay, let me move that.
So Maximally, can you join with the link?
We're not gonna both talk to you at the same time. We'll have one person talk and then the other person can talk to you. So don't worry. I'm not gonna pile on you and stuff. It's gonna be chill. Just let us
Anyways,
know.
why should we shove our views into animals when we use them and exploit them?
Oh, you're in an office. Fair. Well, we
Okay.
can talk to you like that. So yeah, I interrupted you, Renzo.
Yeah, no, I was saying that when people say why are we forcing our views like into their lifestyles? It's not about that. It's about not forcing our views into animals when we use them and exploit them, right?
Yep. It's the most succinct way to say it. Like, yeah. Renzo, your phone is ringing, is binging a lot, or something is binging a lot,
I
or
just signed
ringing.
it. Yeah. There you go.
Okay. So if you have other questions or if you have other things you'd like to tell us, you don't have to join. It's fine. Maximally sophist. Let us know. But in my culture, it's acceptable to eat meat. Okay, I'll take this one first.
Excellent.
Okay, so what I'd say to that is that in every culture, it's acceptable to eat meat, right? I come from France, and this is obviously the culture. Are there were there things in the past historically that were cultural and accepted culturally and actually approved of, that were immoral and actually hurt people, and that we stopped because it hurt like them, like Renzo, for example.
Me?
Yeah, for example,
Uh,
what kind of
Slavery,
stuff?
for example. Yeah.
Yeah, slavery.
Human slavery, by the way.
Yeah, and also for example, torturing other animals for fun, because we still do it for experimentation, for example. But you know, so that's what I would say is like it doesn't really matter at all, right? If it's cultural, because many horrible things are cultural. Like for example, child brides, that's cultural. Uh, Sexism, homophobia, etc. Like all these things are cultural, and but they are not okay. So that's what I say.
Exactly. Not just because it's part of your culture that means that is ethically correct.
Exactly. So, what do you think about that, maximally sophist? But me going vegan won't stop animals being killed. Why should I change if millions of others don't? Renzo, take it.
Well, I mean, it's it's not necessarily about being able to change the world with your own actions. Like there's many things that are going on right now that we know that it's wrong. Like I don't know, child abuse, and not because it's happening and we can't uh, uh, change it completely means that we won't do the right thing personally, right? So it's about your own principles. If you think it's wrong, you just should not do it.
Mm-hmm. I would add to that that yeah, I love this comment. One drop of rain isn't responsible for the flood, but they all do their part. I would actually go further than that. I would say that they're all responsible for the flood. you know, so this is really the mindset that you see in people with everything that goes wrong, is that no one takes responsibility. For
Mm.
example, when it comes to the environment, it's a good example, because there are things sure that are systemically just not working, obviously, but the system is also made of individuals. So for you have to still take responsibility individually for the things you can, and that includes not exploiting other animals, not in the sense of the environment here, that was just an example, but it's not because it's not going to be an incredible impact, it's not going to change the world overnight, that doesn't justify it, like Renzo said. But it's also you're still doing it. You are the one doing it. You can't just blame it on the rest of society, because you are part of society. um so yeah, which I do understand, though, that and vegans understand the feeling of it it feels so overwhelming, like we're never gonna make people vegan or something like that. But every change has happened slowly, like every social change. And so looking back at history can be incredibly motivating, because when you look at sexism especially has gone a long way in the West. Shadow slavery has gone a long way. There is obviously still these things happening in the world, but it has improved, which is important for the victims, you know.
How about it being part of the food chain, Lucie? Uh, the guy's asking.
No, go. Yeah, do you want me to go ahead? Okay. Part of this. Okay, something I like to say, it's that it's interesting that people say that. I don't really get that, because eating plants instead is being part of the food chain, right? Wouldn't it be? Wouldn't you agree? And also, I would just add to that. That sounds to me a lot like might makes right.
Mm.
And to me, that is never justified, because something is natural, really, and other animals do it. Like, for example, let me ask you a question, maximally sophist. Other animals eat their own children sometimes, or they grape each other, or they do unnecessary things that are violent or horrible, you know, and they can't necessarily help it, but or they, you know, lick their behind, for example. Just because they do it, does that mean that it's okay for us humans who have another option, you know?
Yeah, like,
Renzo, you can.
all we need to know is that we can thrive on a plant-based diet. And that's in terms of food, right? Because veganism is not about the diet. But in terms of food, if you're talking about like uh, food chain, yeah, all we need to know is that we can thrive on a plant-based diet, and from there we can choose what's morally right.
Yeah. And also something I just thought of, like with the previous comment you made about like how it's not going to change anything. It's really not true. Like, it does change when you don't participate, because again, we don't see the consequence, but it is happening because of you. Like, it really is. For example, I saw somewhere that a vegan because okay, this like a non-vegan in general exploits between 30 to, I think it was 60 to 300 like non-human individuals per year. So that means a vegan doesn't do that, right? Therefore, there is an impact there, right? Go ahead, Renzo.
It's not good for me to do what lions do, and I understand that. But what about Inuit people in Arctic Circle can be vegan? Well, I mean, you can't use that's what some if somebody else can't go vegan in this world, that can't be your justification for not going vegan. If you have the choice, you just gotta choose what's morally correct. So since you can go vegan, probably, right, you're at your work, you're in YouTube, just ask for yourself if you should be vegan, right? So basically, do you think it's morally right that you should be exploiting animals when it's unnecessary?
Exactly. What I would add to that is that, okay, it can actually be to me it sounds like a deflection as well, like because like it's like when there's always, for example, let's do that. There was a plane crash in the Andes where people had to eat each other in the cadavers because they were starving. We wouldn't judge that, right? Like, if I'm starving to death, how can you judge like someone like literally out of pain? I understand it. But does that mean that you it's okay for yourself right now to eat other humans when you don't need to, and you're fine, and you have the option to just leave them alone, which is what veganism is, so that's what I would say about that.
Yes, and we haven't have we defined veganism, Lucy, yet?
Well, let's do it again.
So it's the moral principle that humans should live without exploiting animals. So for now, we're talking about food, but this goes in every area that we exploit animals. This could be entertainment, for example, zoos, or for clothing, for just kind of like a leather purse or whatever. We use animals in so many different ways, and it's all of them. They are pretty unnecessary, and so yeah, veganism is to understand this and just leave animals alone.
Okay, well, I want to have the same privilege as Inuit people to eat meat. Why do they get that privilege? Is it a privilege? But also, my religion says it's permissible to eat meat. Do you want me to abandon my religion? Okay, I'll do the first one, and Renzo, you do the second one.
Religion one.
Yeah,
Go
thank
ahead.
you.
Go ahead, Lucy.
You're more concerned about this one as well. So I would say that seeing butchering other animals as a privilege is quite problematic. I would say that if they have the choice to not do that anymore, their moral duty would be to just not, because its culture is not an excuse. Now, if they're lost in the wild or something and there is no way for them to stop, then it is survival, I guess. But there are arguments against that. Whatever.
Right.
I would say, yeah. Again, like it's not a privilege to like it. There's a victim here, right? Like, look at it from the victim's point of view. Like, if you were the animal being like hunted, would that actually make any sense that your killer is like justifying butchering you because they want the same privileges? Like, it doesn't matter to the victim, does it?
Right.
It's quite selfish, really, when you think about it.
And religion is just you can't really point to a myth that you believe in, you have no evidence for. And well, actually, I'm curious, is there any religion that dictates eating of animals? I'm not sure about that from starters. Do you know that, Lucy?
I haven't heard of that. I've heard like religions that permit it, but they don't say you have to. Yes, like what you said, it's permissible.
Right.
But does that matter if the religion
if my religion says that I should kill you? Oh, sorry, I can't say that word here in
well, we've been saying a lot. It's fine, apparently.
Would that be justified, right? If your God says you should unalive other animals or non-human animals or humans, your God is a moral monster. Right? You can decide that for yourself. We have logic, and we can think about this stuff ourselves. And I just don't see the justification in it. And it gets worse because your alleged God doesn't. We don't even have evidence for their existence. So, no, religion is truly like a bad way to justify exploitation, harm, or whatever of those bad things. You can't take something like a fairy tale and apply it to the real world to do like things that are morally horrible.
I would also say that I have friends actually that are, friends. I know vegans that are Christian, and they have actually like a podcast about like how like Christians should be vegan because of like Eden and because of like compassion being a huge tenet in the religion. So there's also like aspects of your religion that would really point to the opposite, meaning like have compassion, don't be selfish and things like that. And also something that I bring up a lot when I talk to people who are religious is that in the past, chattel slavery was justified with religious arguments, and when you look at it this way, you can see how that doesn't make any sense. to, I mean, it's not whatever your religion is, it doesn't justify, you know what I mean? It's your beliefs, sure, and you know, but like, would that, like, if I believe that it's okay for me to be racist, does that mean that it's okay for me to be racist? You know, because there are many things in religions that have made people think it's okay to be homophobic or things like that, right? But I'd say any decent person would say that's not okay.
Yeah, and we have changed that through the years by thinking about it ourselves. In the end, it's all about that. We have the moral agency to be able to think about these things ourselves, and so it just does not make any sense that we would just blindly follow whatever alleged God says just because they say so.
Mm-hmm. I put a new one on the screen.
I saw the K9 teeth.
Okay, well, we'll get to it, guys. By the way, if you want to call in, oh wait, that's not the thing I wanted to. If you want to call in, click on the link, and you won't have your camera on, and we'll have a chill conversation. We won't talk to you both at the same time. You'll talk to one and then the other, so don't worry about that. Do you want to take that one?
Which one? The K9 teeth?
Well, whatever one you want.
I'll go. Repeating ourselves again, like, well, I mean,
yeah, for the first one, I guess.
The teeth stuff is pretty pathetic. Like, we clearly are not like obligate carnivores for having this little pathetic teeth here. But again, it's something similar to might makes right, right? If again, same thing. If we have the chance to thrive on plant-based diet, just from there we can choose what's moral. If we have the choice, choose what is morally correct. So like, the fact that we can do something does not dictate that we should do it.
Yeah. By the way, I have in the description, I just added links, and among those links, if you're interested, are health information, like studies showing that going vegan is actually beneficial for your health. It's not only great, like, for the rest of like what we're talking about, like ethically, obviously, but being a fully plant-based has benefits if you obviously plan your diet correctly, like any diet. So where were we?
Taste. We're now on taste. Max says that the arguments are good, but just yummy flesh. All
right, I'll go first. Let me just put this back on. Okay, so I would say a lot of vegans, if not the majority of vegans, actually liked the taste of animal flesh or secretions before going vegan, right? And I did too. I liked cheese, for example. I liked some flesh, whatever. But when I went vegan is when I really saw that these, like, my pleasure, my own sensory pleasure, does not really justify me exploiting someone else's body and treating them as an object. Would you say that it's justified to use someone else as an object without their consent for your own pleasure? Which, careful, because that has ramifications. For example, grape.
Yeah.
You know,
I just gotta say, I just have the feeling that this guy is an undercover vegan, or else.
Me too. I have, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, well, he's. Thank you for making us practice.
But that's okay, because if there's anyone who would see that, you know.
Right. That's right. Yeah.
Do we know yet? Are you a vegan undercover, or are you actually genuine about? I'm not a meat. Okay. Well, I believe you. Why not? Okay. Well, thank you for being here. It's really important. So what else? Why aren't you vegan?
We got some new non-vegans in the chat, I believe.
Oh, really?
The
Awesome.
poll just changed. We got 7% non-vegans.
Yay.
Say
Thank you
hi
for watching
if
that.
you're not vegan, and please, if you want to join us and have a call with us, we'll speak just one at a time. It's not just this is not like a debate 2 against 1. No, we just want to have conversations, open conversations with you. So there's a link. Lucy just dropped it, and so if there's any non-vegan that wants to have a conversation and tell us why you're not vegan, please go ahead. There's the link.
We will disable your camera. And you have to be more than 15 because of YouTube rules.
That's right.
Anyways, was there another? Okay, so maximally sophist. In the meantime, well, are we wasting our time or potentially just waiting for other non-vegans and practicing, because if anyone else sees it as well, if he's I don't know, whatever. It starts slow, guys. It starts slow.
Yeah, it's
You're
good. It's
vegan?
our first stream, Lucy.
Well, listen, that's
Yeah,
fine.
sure.
Because what else would we have done? We would have reacted to a live, so.
That's funny. Well, back to 100% vegans in the chat, I suppose. Unless there's someone else who, because the poll did change. Oh, but it could
Yeah,
be
maybe they're
more
lurking.
people just, yeah. Is there any non-vegans in the chat? Say, hey. Well, thank
Okay,
you,
so
Maximally Sophist, for being a sophist with us and letting us practice. Just like you say, practice make perfect.
So this is something that's interesting, Renzo. I put it on the screen.
Okay, so I know veganism is good, but I just don't care enough about animals. Yeah, what would you say to that, Lucy, since you have more experience? Have you had people tell you that they just don't care?
Yes, a lot.
Because like my answer, I don't think it's very convincing, but just because you don't care, it's just not a valid excuse. But we are trying to maybe convince the other person to understand or to make them understand that is not okay. So what would you do, Lucy, if someone tells you they just don't care?
I would say that if for example I decide that I don't care about you and that I want to use your body for my own pleasure, unnecessarily as well, is that okay? What about the victim's point of view? Again, like, why aren't we looking at it from the victim's point of view? Yeah. Why are we stuck to our own self-centered perspective?
Yeah.
I think that triggers shame in people, and that can be effective because who goes vegan? People who feel shame, who feel compassion and empathy for their victims. These are really the big reasons why. I mean, because obviously it's a justice movement, right? So connecting to the victims is very powerful, and not letting them just, because that's no argument. It really is not,
Right. Because I don't wanna, because I don't care.
Yeah, and of course that doesn't mean you can't change them, but right. It is a stupid. It's not even an argument. It's not like it's. Imagine in like someone justifying their grape or their like abusing of a dog by saying, well, I don't care about them. Okay, who cares? It's not the question here. We don't care that you don't care because it's not the
Yeah. So
you don't need to care to leave someone alone.
Yeah, it's a good technique to try to put the person in the animal's perspective to see if they can come to reason. But in the end, if you're just trying that over and over and they just don't seem to care, then maybe you are just talking to a psychopath, and you just, at that point, you just gotta move on, right?
This is a very good thing to talk about. So so that is true to some degree, but there's also something like a psychological process that's called the sleeper effect. So even though people at first will be thrown off by shame, sometimes, not always, but it can be the case, it will stay with them, and the cognitive dissonance will increase. And then the more they're encountering the idea of veganism, the more prone to being convinced they will be. It's a real psychological effect. Look it up. It's very motivating. And this is what, for example, Joey Carlstrong talks about. I really liked what he said about that. How veganism is a point system, like vegan activism is a point system. You have to look at it in terms of percentages, in the sense of like, okay, I talk to this, I do an outreach conversation with someone, and it's like 30% there to going vegan. And then they see something on TV about animal exploitation, and then it's another 10%, whatever, and it adds up until it becomes too uncomfortable, or they actually connect with the victims.
Right.
So it is tricky. It's really tricky, that subject. But shame to me is actually a critical ingredient as well. It is because, like, even if you have empathy for your victims, if you don't, you have to feel like heck a little bit. You know what I mean? All of us have felt a level of shame that has pushed us to do activism as well. But there's a difference between shaming someone and just doing Socratic method on them, and so that it's a different thing. Like, it's not going to be the same result as well, I think. What do you think, Renzo?
Sorry, I was looking at the chat, Lucie.
Yes.
I didn't pay attention to the last thing that you said. Sorry.
That's okay. There's another thing here. If you want to...
I don't see the comments that you... Are they on the screen? Let me see.
Yeah, I put a comment.
What would you say, that one? What would you say to an anti-vegan that thinks removing animals from the food supply would destabilize food security?
I can start if you want.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I think what they mean is wait. So do you mean like in the wild, or what are you talking about? If you could be more specific, because it's a little vague. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I would start to ask evidence for that claim first of all, I suppose.
Yeah.
Cause like I'm not convinced of that. I think that evidence points otherwise. Do you know about that, Lucie?
Well, I mean, to me, they're talking about in the wild, right? Or are they talking in agriculture? Because I think there might be food security. I think it just means like the access to food, right? So a lot of people think that if everyone went fully plant-based, we would actually not have enough land to grow enough food, right? Which doesn't really make sense when you think about it, because obviously, like, feeding the animal victims takes crops, and it takes a lot of crops, and it takes much more crops than just feeding vegans directly, like people directly. So we would actually free 70% of the land, like the agricultural land of the world, up if we all went fully plant-based and vegan. We didn't raise animals. And I have I mean, hopefully the link works. Let me know if it doesn't. But in the description below, I actually have the studies about that if you want to check them out. And so it would actually increase food security if I mean, access is different than agricultural land and making sure we have the resources, but we would have more resources to grow food. That's for sure. We would have more water. We would have more land, agricultural land.
Yep. It totally makes sense, because we feed the animals that we exploit, and they consume a lot of plants. So just eating the source directly would obviously make our food security better, I suppose.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. Are there any non-vegans who would like to talk with us? And next week we will try to do it again, the go live together like this. And remember to subscribe to my TikTok if you want to help us do lives there, so we can get more non-vegans, because I need more followers to be able to do that feature. So that would be super helpful. I will send the link right now. I'm just looking for it.
Well, for next time, Lucie, we can hopefully log in from TikTok. If people, please go follow Lucie on TikTok. She just needs about 100 more followers in order to be able to go live on that platform. There, well, we are going to find a ton of non-vegans to chat with. If you haven't reached 100 more followers by next week, we can try.
Oh, it's not going to happen, I think.
we can try the portrait mode in YouTube, so we can have colleagues in there, and probably the algorithm will
I just sent it in the
reach
chat.
more people.
Okay.
But yeah, this is a good practice stream. Thank you very much, Maximally Sophist, for being a sophist with us, helping us practice. We're looking forward to do a lot of more of these, and in my case, learn. Cause
no, Anna, we don't have, either of us have enough followers on TikTok. We need 500. We don't. I've seen some of you guys have followed, so thank you very much. I have 330. It's less than I thought even. So, okay. Well, maybe we wrap it up and we try another time. When I have my phone, we have to wait for me to have my phone, otherwise it's not going to work.
Well, either way, Lucie and Vegan Stoner Lady are going live this Wednesday on TikTok. I suppose you're also going to stream through YouTube. So I'll be there watching. And me and Lucie are going to be live hopefully every Saturday.
Yeah. Around the same time. But we'll promote it so you'll know. Hey, so thank you.
By the way, it says in the poll that 12% of the people are non-vegan.
Ooh, guys.
I don't know what's if there's any non-vegan in the chat, please let us know.
It's not too late.
It's not too late. Yeah, we can still have a call.
I would love to chat with you. You have to be more than 15 years old, and we would turn off your camera. We wouldn't talk to you at once. It would be one of us would be not talking while you talk. So we're not ganging up on you, basically. So don't worry about that. So I have a link in the chat that you can click. Real non-vegans get priority. Yes, indeed.
So did we find the non-vegan?
Not yet, no.
Oh.
It can take some time though. So let us know in the chat if you want to comment, so I know as well.
Any non-vegans in the chat, say hey.
Yeah. Should we talk about why vegans are not for animal welfare? Shall we wait?
Yeah, sure. Did anybody ask you that, Lucie?
No, but I just think it's a good subject.
Please enlighten us.
Voldemort, you don't want to... Voldemort Turban, you don't want to call in?
Voldemort? Is that a non-vegan?
Voldemort Turban.
Voldemort. I don't understand. Is he a non-vegan?
Well, someone said he is, but I don't know if they're like joking about his name. I don't know. Whatever. Let's just wait a little bit. I think we should actually do the 2 hours because there's potential. If you're fine with that.
I'm totally fine with it. If we're just chilling, that's also fine with me. So let's go.
And we can talk about veganism. We can react.
That's
Voldemort is a
right. Yeah.
non-vegan and anti-vegan troll extraordinaire. Okay, there's more. Okay, do you want to call in or do you want to just chat in the chat?
Okay, so Hot Nichols, how do you rationalize terraforming and unnatural farming practices to support your vegan diet?
What? I don't understand what that has to do with anything with veganism.
But again, I mean, let's see some evidence of that, because if you're saying that we are like a plant-based diet is exploiting the land in like in a worse way than animal agriculture does, I would need to see
Well, it's the
evidence
opposite
that
of what we
first.
know.
Right. And
You
if
know, is
there's
that
some
yeah.
yeah
It's the
oh,
opposite.
just
By the way, I have resources in the description about, like, you can actually find the studies in the description. So basically, if we actually went fully plant-based, what the Guardian and the studies that they refer to say is that going vegan is actually one of the most powerful, like they say it's the best thing you can do individually for the planet to reduce your environmental impact individually. And that is because of all the resources that enslaving other animals takes. And that also means we would free 70% of agricultural land if we were all fully plant-based, basically, because we don't need as many crops, because we would just like feed vegans directly, and they need much less food than the animals that you raise, and then actually you just like shoot them and you eat their body at this one time when they've spent their whole life eating crops. You know what I mean? So it's the opposite, and you can find the studies in the description if you're interested. Would you like to come on talk voice? It's a little bit easier to do that, but it's okay if you don't want to.
All right, so this person is asking about our main protein sources. I personally love, lentils, beans, chickpeas, soy foods such as, tofu, edamame. Those are great sources of seitan. I love seitan. Those are great sources of protein. So yeah, like what's the problem with that?
I think that they're saying we're exploiting plants.
Exploiting
which
plants
is not equivalent, because obviously plants aren't sentient like animals are. They're not sentient at all. Like, that's a scientific consensus. So they can't be exploited. They're not individuals in that sense. Of course, there's always ways to make the agriculture better on the environment, sure, but plant-based agriculture is already way ahead in that department than
Right.
animal agriculture, because animal agriculture, again, is like one of the top 3 leading causes of environmental degradation and climate change. So if you're worried about that, that's something that's really powerful to know.
And some people usually say there's problem with soy because we have like huge plantations of it, but we mostly feed that to animals.
Yeah.
Right. So we would reduce so much of our soy plantations if we just went straight to that source and eat it ourselves. If you're talking about like land exploitation just because of the environment.
So great sources of protein, but what did your forefathers eat? So are you saying that whatever we've done for a long time is what we should do? Because something that's interesting to look at when you think about that is it's kind of called to some degree it's appeal to tradition and appeal to nature fallacy, I think. So basically, there's so many things, right, that our forefathers did that we wouldn't, because we have more technology, we have more knowledge, we have science now. They really were surviving. They would just eat what they could. We have supermarkets now. We have access to nutrition like we'd never have before, and we've actually found out that really, like, our forefathers ate mostly plant-based, and we have a lot of evidence, links in the studies in the description below, that basically being fully plant-based diet can have a lot of health benefits, including help like with the prevention of diseases, and with longevity as well. So that ties into like the fact that they used to eat mostly plant-based as well. But that's what I would say about that. What do you think, Renzo?
That's right. No, that's true. There's so many things that we, thanks to science, are just doing better than that we did many years before. That should not dictate what is right or wrong. It all always boils down to the very simple question: since we can not exploit animals, why are we still doing it?
And we can
That's everything.
thrive,
That's just all.
you
Yeah, we
know?
can thrive. Yeah, yeah. And we've shown it's actually better in many different ways. If you're concerned about the environment and all that stuff. But again, it's just always just boils down to the ethical problem. And I've never heard a good justification for exploiting animals when we just can't leave them alone.
And let's I think it would be good to redefine it, veganism,
Yeah.
because you know there's new people in the chat.
Right. Yeah.
If you want to go ahead, I need to get some water.
Yeah, sure. So again, we define veganism as the moral principle that humans should live without exploiting animals. It's nothing to do with health or with diet. It's all about leaving animals alone since we can. So yeah, why shouldn't we do that? It's the question. Is there any justification to keep exploiting animals when we can just stop?
And it's not just a diet as well. I'm not sure you said that already, by the way, because I was thinking
I
about it.
think I said it, but yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
sorry.
It's not a diet. It's about living without exploiting animals. We do that in so many ways. It's very sad, actually. It's crazy how everything is tied to animal exploitation, and it's so unnecessary.
So yeah, I think while we're waiting for some people to tell us if they have questions or objections as non-vegans, or they want to call in or something. So what is the problem with animal welfare versus, like, why can't we just do it a different way?
Right. So yeah. So the problem is the mentality here. The mentality that this other sentient being exists for us to take from them whatever we like. As long as we have that mentality, there's no like good way to do the wrong thing. If you place yourself in the victim's position, you would immediately understand that it's just not acceptable, right? We want to take Lucie here and use her in any way that I please, even if I try to do it in the least impactful way possible, it would still be a wrong thing to do.
Yeah, without consent, like.
Exactly.
Can I
without
grape
consent.
you in a way that's
Right.
less painful than the standard way, or?
Yeah. And it's always like, if the mentality is there, then welfare always becomes like some sort of fairy tale. It's just a story that we like to tell ourselves to think that it's not so bad or whatever. It always comes down that when we are acting, when we're using someone else to please like our own interests, right? Um, it's wrong immediately. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So yeah, no, welfare is just it doesn't really help.
By the way, they were welfarists in the chattel slavery chattel
Right.
slavery time, and I think it's so powerful to think about how they were abolitionists and welfarists, just like there are vegans who are abolitionists of animal exploitation and slavery, and it was the same in the human slavery movement. I know it's still happening, but in terms of owning someone as property in the U.S., for specifically. So environment
Yeah.
is great. I love sustainable farming and only buy ethical free range meat. However, the great chain of being exists, and humans need to support the lives of animals by cultivating them. Should I start or should you start? What do you think?
So, I'm sorry. I was looking at the chat. So is there anyone asking for a link to jump in a call? I or am I wrong?
I sent it. You
Anyway,
just click
so
it
I'm
and we'll
sorry.
let
So
you.
that's the comment of that comment that is in the screen. Sustainable
Uh,
farming.
I put the comment in the chat. If you want to come in the live, you're very welcome to do so. We'd love to chat with you. You have
Please
to be more than 15.
please describe what like ethical farming even means. Like you're keeping an animal captive and you are going to unalive them whenever you please because you want to take advantage of their bodies, maybe sell them or eat them or do whatever just goes against their own interest. And like how can that be ethical? If you wear that animal, like how would you feel it's acceptable for someone else to take advantage of you in that way, like using your body? I don't see how uh is there anything as an like ethical farming of animals.
I mean, I can't add to that. It's perfect.
Yeah.
The great chain of being exists, and human needs to support the lives of animals by cultivating them. They're not plants. You can't cultivate other animals. Um, okay, so I think they're talking about the ecosystems, which is interesting because really we have completely messed up the ecosystems because of what we're doing with animal agriculture as well, but also hunting, which people think hunting helps with conservation, but it's really not the case. Actually, there are deer farms, for example, but here in the US, but it doesn't matter. We have actually disrupted ecosystems to such a degree now because of animal agriculture, because it takes so much land. And if we went fully plant-based, all of us, and we didn't exploit other animals, it would have very good benefits for the ecosystems and for climate change. Being vegan is the single biggest thing you can do individually for the environment, for your individual impact. That's from The Guardian. There's a study below about that and in the description. So if you want to support the lives of other animals, just don't exploit them and don't unalive them. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
It's quite straightforward. Like, leave them alone, and then the ecosystems can take care of themselves on their own if we're not constantly destroying them as well.
Yeah, that's true. Also, us humans, we are the worst at the environment. We're the ones that are actually causing most of the harm here. We are driving climate change and all that stuff. So, is then ethical or like a good idea to start hunting humans then? Because we are devastating for the climate and stuff. It's just it's not a good justification, I think.
Yeah. I need to go pee real quick. I'll let you.
Go
I'll let
ahead.
you handle
Go
that.
ahead.
Go ahead. Like, you can go on with the stream and stuff.
All right. Let's see. I'm not sure if the comments will pop up here automatically, um, or not. You're not worst. You are not the worst of the environment, says Hot Nichols. Your fellow man is throwing single-use plastics in the street. Seek to reform your peers. I'm not sure I understand that comment. Are you are you responding to someone else here? Let's see if we can mute her mic. I'm not sure. Without cultivation, cows and pigs would have died and I'm not sure I understand what you're saying, man, or whoever is talking. Without that cultivation, you mean like those animals wouldn't be alive if we didn't farm them? Uh, since Lucy is coming here, I'm gonna ask her. Oh wow, there's crazy wind outside. Oh, it's crazy. I don't know if you guys can hear, but there's a huge storm happening right now outside. Anyways, if that's what you're saying, like these animals wouldn't be alive if we wouldn't farm them. Yeah, Lucy, help me out here, Lucy. It says here, without that cultivation, cows and pigs would have been dead, and we would call them for the Satan plant. I don't understand. Is this person saying that like these animals would not be alive if we didn't use them for our like selfish purposes? And like, is that the justification?
I don't think it's a very serious comment.
Yeah, sure.
Because it doesn't make any sense.
We would prefer it though if you would jump in a call with us and have an honest conversation. That would be way better. We would understand each other better. And but yeah, if that's the if that's the justification you're giving, like I wouldn't want to be that animal that exists just for the purpose of being exploited, rather not exist.
If you want to clarify what you meant, by the way.
Yeah, please.
Why do you say it has a steep decline? I don't know, but I would say that's the opposite. This true that there is like in any movement there are like it's not like a straight line, you know. It comes and goes through trends because people don't get it, and because people kind of weak as well socially, and they will stop because I don't know, they are scared of being not liked or something like that as well. So that could explain why you feel this way, but I would say it only increases because we know it only increases every year. Like, I don't remember. I saw somewhere like there was a certain amount of vegans every year that was that would, you know, that are appearing every year. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're making vegans, it's working, but there are. It's not a straight line. So, okay, I'm trying to find.
Goodbye then. Adios. Habla español.
Who's leaving?
Ben says
because I'm way back.
Ciao.
Okay, bye.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. What are your? We already did it. We already answered that. Oh, maybe you didn't hear it. Okay, let's just go back over it then. So on the great chain, I think you think about the food chain. I would say that what's funny is that people don't think about that, but eating plants is being part of the food chain, you know? It would actually help climate change and environmental degradation a lot if everyone went fully plant-based vegan.
We are repeating here with this comment.
Yeah, and I've already... No, but I just wanted to address real quick the hunting thing. No, as I said, there are deer farms in the US, like people like to meet the demand of hunters, because hunters want a certain like game animal, whatever. So they will have deer farms where they're exploiting other animals, like confining them, etc., so that they can be unalived in the forest, so that there's enough of them. So it's not even true that necessarily that's necessarily a thing. And in the cases where it does happen that there is too many animals, for example, some people say it's deer, some people say it's other ones, whatever, it is because people have hunted their predators to such a degree that the ecosystems are unbalanced. But if you would just leave it alone, they would die because they would starve anyways, and then the next generation there would be more predators, etc. So it doesn't you know but yeah, so if you would just leave them alone, they do their own thing. And again, like there's a certain like we can't just leave ecosystems be, because usually we are the problem. We destroy the ecosystems to make like our own like cities, etc. So literally, like we don't need to play God as much as we think we do. And it can be quite an easy solution.
Yeah, and then we call the other ones that the other ones are the problem. We make a mess of the environment, and then stuff happens, and we're like, oh, we have to hunt that animal because it's doing something to the environment. I agree. We have no business in getting in there.
You want to get that?
Which one?
I put it on
I see. So there's the streaming. Sorry, the link to join the call. If there's any non-vegans in the chat that would like to have a open conversation with us, please click the link, and you'll talk to us just one at a time. Yes.
You gotta be more than 15.
Yes.
So I'll go with that. Okay, I can't digest vegetables well. I have thyroid problems, and most vegetables give me problems. Only fermented vegetables are okay-ish. There's a lot of people with, for example, IBS. There's actually a really cool activist. His name is Arvind, animal activist. He has IBS, for example. I'm not saying you have IBS, but this is a good example of a vegan activist who's like making it work. And there's a lot of resources online. You can Google that. There's a lot of vegans that have figured out a way to be healthy and figure out how to help their issues, and actually can help a lot. It's a lot also about like cooking your veggies properly as well, and not introducing too much fiber as well as once. Like any change you make in your diet, you can just have weird changes at first, and then you're good, and you can be healthier. So there are, by the way, when it comes to health, there are resources in the description below, like studies and meta-analyses, hundreds of studies that are in that meta-analysis. If you want to check it out, that can be really cool.
Hey, by the way, this person, Hot Nichols, is talking about the great chain of being, which is different from the food chain. So the great chain of being, I investigated, and it's like a hierarchy, where God goes first, then the angels, then the humans, and I suppose under that hierarchy, one being would have more like moral value than another one. And so what do you think about that, this hierarchy, Lucie, where some beings have supposedly more moral value than others, and that would be the justification to exploit the ones who are lower in value?
Very slippery concept, because when you think about the ramification that has, okay, well, that's exactly the same mindset that racist white people had towards Black people back in the day. Still do today, by the way. Yeah, so the ramifications when you are the one deciding that you're superior to someone else, and therefore you can exploit them, it becomes really disgusting. And it's highly subjective as well. I understand when people say, like, we're highly intelligent, therefore, we're more we're superior to other animals or whatever, but really that also is disgusting when you think about it, because that means that there are certain groups of people, for example, that are less capable, less intelligent, and that means we could exploit them. Like why would that be relevant?
Yeah, and it's not necessary that that you have to value other animals equally as humans in order to just leave them alone, right? uh, it's exploiting them for our like selfish purposes goes like so far that even if you think that you're superior to them, that still would not be like enough justification to uh, see them as objects, basically.
Yeah, because they're sentient.
Exactly.
So guys, I was way behind in the chat, so I'm sorry. I must have missed out a lot of things.
Yo, I don't know if you can hear the noise outside, Lucie, or everyone in the chat, but yeah, you can, because there's a huge storm happening outside here. And it's crazy. Really, like very, very strong winds. Oh, here's the 40-year-old vegan. Hello, man. I watched your stream this morning. You were with the Free. That's pretty cool.
I love the way you are in streams, by the way.
Yep.
Okay, so vegans only care about farmed animals, not the crop deaths. They blame all the destruction of plant ag and animal ag. No, we don't say that. This is the studies I'm talking. Like, it's scientists telling us that. We don't say that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So veganism is really not about death. I know we talk about it because it's part of the exploitation, but really veganism is about humans exploiting other animals as objects, resources, or slaves for our own selfish purposes. So crop deaths, of course, it's not a vegan issue because of that. It's not exploitation, but that doesn't mean that we can't improve that. There are already ways that we can implement. For example, like vertical farming, whatever, things like that. But that's again a separate issue. So we can still improve that, and we do care about that. It's just that what the hell am I supposed to do about it? And also there was something else. Well, go ahead, Renzo. Maybe I remember.
I mean, like when it comes to crop deaths, it's a completely separate issue to have like incidental deaths while we are trying to get our crops versus going out of our way and exploiting like bringing an animal into existence in order to exploit them. Plus, like, yeah, we live in a non-vegan world where people don't care about exploiting animals directly. Why would they even care about your incidental deaths while farming plants, right? But there are ways, just like you said, Lucie, to reduce this as much as possible.
And also, the difference is also that it's necessary for us to eat. Like we do need plants to survive. So there's also that, like, if we need to protect our crops, of course we should find new ways to do it, and we can. But in the meantime, we do need to eat.
Yeah, and we should. But the fact that this happens is not a justification to then go and exploit some other animal. It's a separate issue.
And also, yeah, that's what I remember now. Okay, great. So also something that's cool to know is that when you go vegan and you have a fully plant-based diet, basically you cause less crop death because the animals that you are exploiting and consuming are fed a lot of crops across a lifespan. And therefore, and actually, like we don't need, when we feed humans directly, there's studies in the description below if you want to check out what I'm talking about. If you feed the people directly, you would need way less crops, okay? So you would actually have less crop deaths, which is funny because people don't really know that when they say that as well, but that can be really cool, to know.
Exactly, yeah. I'm writing here in the chat, non-vegans, click the link and tell us why you're not vegan. We want to talk with you. If there's any non-vegans in the chat, Lucie just copied the link there. Just click it, join the conversation. We'll be chill. We just want you to let us know why you're not vegan and have an open conversation about it.
We will talk to you one at a time, and you have to be more than 15 years old, or 15, according to YouTube's rules. I saw somewhere animals are resources like plants. Want to go ahead?
Sorry, animals are resources? What?
Oh, so the comment says animals are resources like plants.
And
so like comparing
like,
plants and.
So we are animals. So are you saying that we can farm humans too because we're animals and so we are resources? I think it's a matter of if you think it's moral or not, right? To breed sentient beings and make them your resource, especially when we don't even need to. Is that moral? That's the question. I would say like there's no justification. Just calling it a resource doesn't make the trick. Still immoral.
But you can make human beings resources, you
exactly,
know. But it's just like but we're sentient animals, just like they are sentient animals, right? And plants aren't sentient according to the scientific consensus. In the description, there's studies about that as well. Yep. By the way, if the studies don't work, let me know in the comment. I will replace it because I had to copy paste because the previous life didn't work. So sorry about that. It should work though. So if you're not vegan, let us know and call us. We'd love to chat with you.
Because we have 45 votes and there's 17% of people have said that they are not vegan. So question is, are they here besides Hot Nichols, who is texting us here? Is there any non-vegan that would come up and have a conversation with us right now? There's the link. Please do it.
I respect. Okay, but you respect a human life as much as tick. I respect. Okay, the tick is attacking me. Okay, so I have a right to defend myself. It's not about respect here. I can respect someone, but if they attack me, I have the right to defend myself. That's very different. You know what I mean? That doesn't have much to do with respect, self-defense.
Exactly. If anyone,
because they're not respecting me.
Right. If a human attacks me, I should defend myself, however I can. So it's not a matter of that's not the issue here. Yeah. Right. The issue is that just we're bringing animals into existence to make them our things, our objects, to do whatever we want with them, even though it's completely unnecessary.
Okay, we have a non-vegan comment.
A new non-vegan?
Question. If veganism were a project, what would be the logic in supporting it, given that there is an 84% guaranteed chance of failure? As a project, it would be doomed to fail from the outset.
Is that like the study? Does this person mean about like a study that shows that many people quit veganism, or let's call it plant-based, because I think we're talking here about some diet, right? People go plant-based, they have a high chance of quitting. Is that the?
I don't understand this really comment, because it's not for us that we're doing it. We're doing it because it's not okay for us to exploit other animals. So if we stop, that just means a moral failure on ourselves. You know what I mean? It just means we're selfish.
Yep. I think that a lot of people that go vegan, let's quote unquote go vegan, do it for the wrong reasons. That's why we keep repeating the definition of what veganism is, because many people who are not vegan think it's all about diet. So when you become vegan, or let's call it this time, let's call it plant-based, for your own benefit, for health or whatever, then the chances of quitting are higher. right? It's like going to the gym. If it's a benefit for you, just at any point at time this could change, and you're like, oh, I just want to quit this diet. But the issue is that this is not a diet. It's a moral principle that we should live without exploiting other animals, because they're sentient beings. They have their own interests, right? They are living their own subjective experience of life, just like us, right? So when you understand that, it just quickly becomes a total no-no to mess with them and to use them and to treat them as if they were objects, right? In the same way that most of non-vegans don't eat all types of animals, right? They would value some animals more than others. So like they would understand that, for example, if they value dogs, they will not unalive them to make them a hamburger, right? It's just easy when you connect the dots there, and understand that this is like a moral issue. Is not like a diet for yourself.
Although it does have benefits to you, like, and the environment, which is cool,
Does.
but it has not, it's just a side thing. I put my TikTok in the chat because if you follow me on TikTok,
Yes.
I'll be able to hit 500 followers, which will allow us to do lives on TikTok with non-vegans, and we'll reach more people. So that would really help a lot. Please follow, and that will help a lot. Thank you.
Yes, because we want to have these conversations over on TikTok. There's
Every Saturday.
Every Saturday. That's where people are at, I think. We'll
Although
find
it's
a lot
not
of
too bad
trolls
right now.
there. That's
pretty
right.
cool.
Yeah, we've got some comments
So
here.
happy about that.
Yeah. Well, I think the algorithm works better when we do a vertical stream. But yeah, it's been okay for now. So very nice. But yeah, people that are commenting, people that are not vegan and are leaving comments here, please click the link and talk to us. That would make it a lot better. We just want to have open conversations with you, and yeah, it's way better than rather
about
you
the
just...
studies and meta-analysis. Sorry, I'm replying to this comment about like science and health real quick. So in the description below, there are a lot of studies, and including meta-analysis, which is the highest form of evidence. And the meta-analysis includes 117 studies on how plant-based diets can be healthy. Of course, you have to have a well-planned diet, but it's not hard, just like any diet. And actually can increase longevity. And by the way, these are like, there are studies across decades, following people across decades. And what else? Oh yeah, it's good for like, it's also it proves that it's good for athletes all stages of life. And something else, yeah, and it helps prevent certain diseases, and helps with the management of diseases you may already have. So it's a cool thing to know as well.
Yep.
It's in the description below.
Oh, that's all we need to know, right? In order to just go plant-based and not exploit animals for food.
Yeah.
Absolutely unnecessary.
But of course, being vegan is much wider than that. It's like using other animals as entertainment, like riding horses, experimenting on them. What else? Like using their skin for leather, things like that,
Horrible.
Just click on the studies. If you believe in science, you should click on the studies and see where they're from, and just do your own investigation. I cannot link better studies than that. Like, it's literally the highest rank of evidence, meta-analyses. If you just believe biology, then you will believe the science of these studies, so you will believe them. So it's great.
Exactly. And we're not dead.
Yeah, and it's just, you can only trust like the best science out there, and that's what I'm trying to put in the description. Yeah. So totally. Yeah, and also be careful, because some studies are financed by the lobbies, like certain industries. So obviously, it has to be by health organizations that are not tied or financed by,
Yeah.
industry. So
Yeah.
literacy,
Yeah.
scientific literacy.
Right. This conclusion is supported by the largest dietetic organizations in the planet. So it's safe to say that just we can thrive on a well planned plant-based diet.
The plant-based diets are healthy. They're not comparing them necessarily. Like they are following people and seeing if they are healthy or healthier than they were before. That's what I'm talking about. And I'm talking obviously someone who's eating healthy, not just fries and Coke, because that's plant-based. Like obviously
You gotta balance your nutrients. And this
it's so
happens in
easy.
all diets, right? It's not
Yeah.
when it's confusing when people speak about veganism if this was like this one diet, right? Or if it's plant-based was just this one diet, because it has so many variations. Like if I just eat, like you said, this Coke and potato chips, that's plant-based, but that's not a balanced diet. We can find all our essential nutrients in plant-based sources. So just plan out your diet like that. You can Google that stuff. You can investigate very easily,
I
and
would
there you
actually
go.
simplify this because people think it's so hard, and it's the same to me. It's the same. Like it's the same as by the way, I've done blood work. Like I know I'm healthy. I do that regularly too. But like, it is just as easy to have a healthy plant-based diet as it is to have a non-plant-based diet that's healthy. Like
Yeah.
it's not hard. Like just have just look at the recommendations and follow that as you can, and there you go. And make sure to have like a B12 supplement and a vitamin D supplement,
Right.
obviously. And by the way, if you're not vegan, you are supplemented in B12 because it's vitamin that's secreted by bacteria that you find in the soil. And now the soils are depleted, and so basically you find them in other animals because they eat that. But since they can't eat enough of that anymore, they are supplemented themselves. The animals you eat are supplemented in B12 anyways. Not that it matters very much, but it's a fun fact. So just supplement yourself. And besides, non-vegans are actually often quite lacking in B12. So
That's right. Yeah. Well, it just reminded me of getting my B12 today. So thank you very much. Pineapple flavored. Easy as this.
Yeah, well, there
you
go.
go, man. There you go. Why would we supplement other sentient animals with this B12 in order to then exploit them, eat their bodies, and get the B12 in that way? It's completely doesn't make any sense.
I'm trying to find non-vegan comments.
Okay. Check out the poll. By the way, we got almost 20% non-vegans. Is it none of them are willing to jump in a call with us?
Apparently not. Guys, we're not going to like talk to you at once. There will be one person talking with you, and then they'll hand over to the next person. We're not going to gang up on you. We're going to be nice. Don't worry. We'll ask you questions.
It's gonna be a relaxed, open conversation.
Yeah.
We just wanna know why you're not vegan.
Okay.
Any non-vegans in the chat say hey.
We won't show your face, by the way. You need to be over 15 to participate. So you'll be anonymous as well, by the way. So just make sure your camera is turned off.
Yeah.
Just to make sure. Okay, well then come on, Voldemort.
Yes. Voldemort. There's the link, my dude. Come up. Have a conversation with us.
And if you don't want to at all, then just post in the chat why you're on vegan.
Yep. Why aren't you vegan? Yeah. So you're not vegan, Voldemort. So tell us why. Why aren't you vegan?
No, on YouTube it's over 15. That's 18 is TikTok.
Yeah, 18 is TikTok.
We looked it up yesterday.
Yep.
But thank you for telling us that.
Mm-hmm. Also, if anybody who is vegan and does activism online, if you know about the wordings, there are some words in TikTok that are not permitted. For example, we say unalived to replace the K word. And is that the same thing here in YouTube? Should we keep our language kind of like censored or whatever? If anybody knows that, let us know, because I don't know about that. I've heard some YouTube streams where they just talk normal. I would love to just do that.
So Voldemort answered, I don't align with the moral position of veganism. Can you tell me how you justify not exploiting innocent animals, please?
What?
Can you see it? I don't align with the moral position of veganism. Can you tell me how you justify not exploiting innocent animals, please? It sounds like you're making fun of non-vegans when you say that. Because you're saying that...
I mean, sorry, Lucie. Basically, we're doing nothing here, right? We're just... if you go and exploit an animal, then you should be justifying that act. If you're doing nothing, why would you have to justify not doing anything? I don't really get that question.
You have to justify how it's okay for you to exploit other sentient animals that are innocent, that you recognize are innocent, and you unnecessarily so.
Imagine like raping a child and be like, what's your justification for not doing that, Lucie? Right? I don't align with your moral principle of raping children is wrong. So like, what's your justification for not doing it? It doesn't really make any sense.
Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to catch up with the chat because there's a lot of stuff. So sorry if I don't see your thing. Yeah.
Almost 50 votes, and 20% of the people are not vegan. The non-vegan percentage is rising and rising. Still, we don't have one person who is willing to come up and talk to us. It's just gonna be a chill conversation. We just want you to explain to us why you're not vegan, and we will not gang up on you. It's just gonna be like a one-on-one conversation. We're gonna like take turns, and we just wanna hear from you. Hopefully, we can have some open conversations with you, non-vegans. So
okay, so apparently it's 16. Thank you so much. Apparently it's 16 because since 16. they're guests, they are streaming, so it's 16 years old. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you. We are beginners at this specific format.
Cool.
Okay. Let me catch up. Also, I want to put this on.
Years old. Okay.
No. Okay. Well, we have. If you want us to justify why we're vegan, we can do that if you want to. Okay. So basically, it's not okay to exploit other humans as objects, resources, or slaves. It's not okay to exploit other like to exploit dogs, for example, as objects, resources, or slaves. Therefore, it's not okay to exploit other animals, like all sentient animals, as resources, objects, or slaves. That's our justification. It's just logical, like following the logic of ethics, like, so that would be that.
I didn't even see that comment, Lucy. You're putting them on the screen, right?
Yeah, you don't
Oh,
see
there it
that?
is. Yeah, I saw it right now. Yeah.
Oops. Okay, why is it not okay to exploit dogs and humans? Are you kidding? As objects, resources, or slaves, that is. Are you kidding?
Anyways, I don't exploit animals because they are sentient beings. Just like us. They're capable of having like rich emotional experiences. They have their own preferences. They are capable of missing their families, and it's completely unnecessary to use them as our own resources, or if they were objects. So for that reason, I think it's completely immoral to do so. So something like that would be, I mean, I don't have to justify not doing something that I think it's immoral, I think, but something like that. So like, now what's your justification to exploit animals?
If you don't understand how it's not okay to use other humans as objects, resources, or slaves, I can't help you. I'm sorry. Because that makes you incredibly self-centered and really scary.
By the way, Voldemort, sorry, Lucy, Voldemort says not all animals are sentient, and that's true. I think that the relevant trait,
not a lot,
right? Yeah. What's relevant morally is the fact that the animals that we exploit, they are sentient, or I suppose most of them, and that would be the problem when they're sentient. Yeah, when they have their own subjective experience of life, then keeping them captive and doing whatever we want to do to them, that's wrong.
Especially, but I would add to that science is ever evolving, and there has been in the last decades a lot of studies showing that some animals are more sentient than we thought, including ants. Yeah. Therefore, I would be careful with that, because I would give them the benefit of the doubt. We just don't need to exploit them, so why would we? So I would extend it to animals in general. Yeah. Because of that, right, and 99%, or I think it's 99%, or like the big majority, are sentient.
Yeah. Yeah, it never surprises me that the more we learn about animals, the more we learn that they are actually pretty conscious. So I would,
and more similar to us than we thought.
More similar to us, yeah. So I would do the same as you. I would use this. How's it called? Precautionary principle.
I don't know.
Benefit of the doubt. Yeah. We can totally thrive without touching any animal. So like, let's do that. Why not? It's the more moral and safe option in that sense.
Oh, that's a good point. Vegan Stone Lady said, veganism is concerned about not exploiting beings who are having a subjective experience, but normalizing using someone as an object even after death normalizes exploitation. That's a really important part of veganism as well.
Interesting, yeah.
So it's not like just when you kill them. Obviously, like when you unalive them, it's a big part of it. But even if you were to find their corpse, we'd still be against that, because it means that it will normalize this action, and so in the future they will be more likely to be unalived as well, so that you can access that product. So it's like, yeah, and you're not respecting them as well, like their body. Just leave them alone. Like, it's not that hard,
Yeah. If we would, yeah, it kind of like proof of that is like if we'd find a dog in the street that was run over and dead, we don't immediately see them as if they were food, right? So it's just weird to think like that. It's like a mentality problem. So it can very well be the case that if they are already dead,
Another example that can be helpful is why is I'm not going to say the word on YouTube. Wait. Why is graping dead people wrong? Because of what it means for the alive people as well, and also because of the families. Yeah, sure, but like it's also what it means for the potential victims. You know, like why do you do that in the first place? Why are you normalizing that? Why are you using them as an object? Like, because even if that it was their body, like it's disrespectful. Why would you do that? You know, like it's just yeah. Okay.
It's like always trying to find that loophole. Like, how can we use animals, right? So it just does not help to solve this mentality problem in the end. It's the mentality.
Yeah, and why do you have to? Like, why aren't you rushing to figure out how to go vegan? You know, because this is really like something that confounds me, is that you know that this is possible. You can leave them alone. You should be excited. You should be excited that you can actually help make the world a better place for them. You know, it's beautiful. It truly is beautiful.
Right.
It's a very meaningful way to live as well. Not that this is why we do it, but
just want to say the percentage of non-vegans in the chat is rising and rising and rising. We are up to 25% non-vegans in the chat. Up to now, we've been 2 hours live. No one has come up to talk to us.
Come on, guys.
This is our objective. Lucie just posted the link there. Any non-vegan who
you'll be anonymous. We will not be mean to you. We
totally
swear.
Anonymous. We'll keep it like very, very live. We just want to have some open conversations with you.
One at a time.
One at a time. And just tell one of us, Lucie or me, why you're not vegan. What's the reason you have
you
for
will be
exploiting
anonymous,
animals?
So they're allowed to lose.
Yes, anonymous. So yeah, it's increasing the number of non-vegans in the chat. So if any of you would be willing to go live with us, have a conversation, please do so. Just click the link.
It's not just because you don't have to exploit, you shouldn't. It's because they're sentient and they have interests of their own. It's not just about you. I think it's quite elementary. I don't know how to explain it another way. I'm sorry. Like, you're trolling a lot. Okay.
So Voldemort, you're not going to defend your position against veganism. Why not? Like, did you have like a good reason to exploit animals? Do you think it's okay? Do you think it's a moral thing to do? Do you think it's acceptable? Would you think it's acceptable if you were the one exploited?
Oh, okay. Okay, well, I've explained it. You just don't want to hear it. Like, I've explained it. My explanation is elementary. Whatever. Let's try to find other comments as well, because it's not gonna go anywhere with him. Okay, so Voldemort thinks that his position is moral. So he thinks exploiting animals unnecessarily is a good thing to do. And can you please explain us why? Why won't you to just say to us why you think that's the case? Mm-hmm. Call in, Voldemort, man. No, plants are not sentient according to the scientific consensus, but animals are according to the scientific consensus. By the way, there are studies about that as well, like animal consciousness and sentience versus animal plant lack of plant sentience in the description of the video if you're interested.
It seems that you have a study for everything here in the comments, Lucie.
I
Good
have
job.
collected a bunch of them. I wanted it to be available.
Excellent
Let me know if
job.
the link does not work because I had to copy paste whatever. Like it was a whole thing because we had a fluke. Like we had a a pre-live disaster that didn't work well. So
You froze, but hopefully next Saturday we'll be able to do it in portrait mode. That would
yeah.
bring more people in.
Okay, so let's see. Yeah.
All right, so up to now, non-vegans, they have said a couple of excuses, and Voldemort says that he just does not need to explain his position, but he thinks that that's moral. So what's up with the non-vegans here? Are we going to have conversations or not?
But you do have to justify because you are enslaving and paying for the butchering of other animals.
Right.
Like you are doing that. You are supporting it with your money.
Exactly.
Or you're doing it yourself. So.
And if you're telling us that you think that it's morally okay, why wouldn't you just tell us why? Just tell us why. Why?
Or someone else as well. Because he's dominating the chat right now. So where are the other non-vegans as well?
Voldemort, the non-vegan, dominating the chat.
Okay. Another. Let's bring up something else that people might, say. Some misconception about veganism. Ooh, why isn't it a diet, Renzo?
Yeah, veganism has nothing to do with with food. Veganism is the moral principle that we humans should live without exploiting other animals. So that involves way more stuff than just the fact that we exploit them for hamburgers and stuff. We exploit them for experimenting. We exploit them for entertainment. We keep them on like little pools so that we can go and point. Oh, there's a whale, so cool, you know. We ride them. That's horrible. You know, we use them for transport. So it's about this mentality that we think that other animals are here for us to use however we like. Veganism just says, nope, I don't think that's correct, and that's all.
Why, if you want to explain, maybe they were answering someone else. I don't know. What is another misconception
of veganism?
Yeah.
Good question. Because it's a misconception also is when they think that it includes more aspects than just the exploitation. For example, the environment, like it's good for the environment, right? Or it's good for our health, that kind of stuff. It's just does
no,
not
these are
have
just
anything
side
to do with
benefits.
it. Right. So like
there are really great benefits, by the way, huge benefits, but that has nothing to do with veganism.
Yeah,
because this is a justice movement for the other animal, and other animals. But I do understand the misconception because it has been advocated this way, and also it is from the word was created from vegetarian and then making it so it was a diet vegetarianism. So it's very understandable, but it isn't what it means. So that's
exactly. Yeah. That's true. This is why we are doing these kind of lives. We need to talk about veganism as the thing that it is, right? There are so many
Yeah.
misconceptions.
So anyone
If,
want to call in or?
if it was good for the environment to exploit humans, which
It
maybe
is probably to kill humans, probably, and it's
we
not okay, but
yeah,
it
exactly.
is like.
It's about the fact that it's not okay, because we, as all other animals, we have our own interests. We just we're having a subjective experience of life. What gives you the right to take that away from someone in order to get whatever product or thing that you like for yourself, when it's completely unnecessary?
Yeah.
There's the link again. Is there any non-vegan who would like to come up and talk to us? Tell us why you're not vegan. 58 votes. Still 24% of the people are not vegan. So besides Voldemort, who else is willing to come up and talk to us?
What? Vegans will tell you meat is unnecessary, then spend 3 hours trying to make cauliflower pretend it's a chicken wing. No, we don't. What are we talking about? No, we
Funny.
don't. We buy something at the store that's a plant-based meat, and we cook it very quickly because
Right.
I don't fucking like cooking. So
Yeah. Also, what we mean when we say it's unnecessary, we're not talking about the taste.
yeah,
The taste is usually done with spices and stuff. Actually, it's mostly plants that's gonna give you like a nice taste. When we say it's unnecessary, we mean health wise. We mean science has shown that we can thrive on a plant-based diet. So that's what we mean when we say it's unnecessary.
what are
I
you
would
doing to
love
that
some
cauliflower for
cauliflower
3 hours? What are you doing to that cauliflower for 3 hours?
Yeah.
Leave that
It's
cauliflower
funny.
alone.
Oh, all burnt.
Oh,
What the hell?
yeah, the 40-year-old vegan is actually a slaughterhouse inspector, if I remember correctly. I heard you
Yep.
say that in the live, and he's now a vegan activist.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. He has a lot of insight of things that happen in that industry.
It's very useful for the movement
Yep.
to have such a inside perspective. They are like they are ranchers who have like become vegan activists as well. Like there was this this guy here in Montana, what's his name, cowboy something, whatever, he's a vegan activist. I'm gonna try to find his name
Well,
because it's really cool.
it's weird you're mentioning a vegan activist that I don't know, because just FYI, I watch all of your stream, guys. All of you guys here in the chat who are activists and post online. Congrats, you do an amazing work, and I'm a fan of all of yours.
So Howard Lyman is the guy I'm
Growing.
talking about.
What's that?
Howard Lyman. I'm writing it down. He is an ex-rancher who is now a vegan activist and has been for decades, I think. Howard Lyman.
Cool.
That's really cool. Oh, you already said it, Louis. Yeah, sorry, I didn't
There
see
you
that.
go. Howard Lyman. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I haven't seen that one. It's weird.
He has a documentary, I think.
All right.
Oh, there's also this Rowdy Girl Sanctuary. I'm sure you've seen her on Instagram. She's this. She actually married a rancher as well, and they have become a sanctuary for their previous victims. So they kept their slaves and just now rescued them because like you need to take care of the beings you created.
Right.
Now, and they're doing activism. It's great.
That's
It's really
beautiful.
a beautiful thing.
That's beautiful. It's a beautiful story. Yeah.
So if you're not vegan and you'd like to tell us why, click the link in the chat that I just put, and we'll talk to you one-on-one. You have to be more than 16. Your camera will be turned off, so you'll be anonymous, and we'll be nice to you, but you'll talk to one of us at a time. Like, it's not gonna be back and forth, like we know. We're at a girl sanctuary, yeah.
That's right. Because we have 59 votes in the chat and 1/4 of the people are not vegan. Okay, so if there is a non-vegan who would come up and tell us why you're not vegan, please do so. There's the link. Lucie just posted it. It's gonna be a chill conversation.
Vane, how is it not a sufficiently convincing argument when we can thrive while leaving other animals alone instead of butchering them and enslaving them? How is that not, like, is it because you don't care because it doesn't impact you that much, and that's just selfishness? That doesn't make it okay just because you don't care. Are you gonna wait for it to be outlawed? Do you need to do that?
Right, and when people don't care, I just wonder what they mean, because they still don't exploit every animal there is. I suppose that they think it's wrong to exploit humans. So, like, what's your reason to not exploit the animals that you don't exploit, right? And then, like, what would be the morally relevant difference with the other animals that you do view and treat as objects? Because they're all sentient, they all want to live. Right? What's going on there?
Yeah.
If your argument needs emotional guilt in every sentence, maybe the facts aren't doing enough work on their own.
What's the emotional guilt? Saying the facts of you doing the actions of enslaving and butchering them? That's not emotional guilt. That's just what it is. It's calling it what it is. If it causes emotional guilt, then you should maybe listen to that.
Exactly. Yeah.
But I do talk a lot about facts, like the studies down below, and you'll see there's a lot of fucking. I spent time, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, if you want to see what I'm talking about, just look at the description. It's really helpful. Resources.
Yeah, like leaving emotions aside, like how is it consistent to exploit some animals and others not, right? Like what's the logic there that justifies it? Would you come up, Aries H8W? Would you come up and talk to us instead of leave comments here? It would be easier. We want to try to understand you. Why aren't you vegan? "61 votes so far. Still, 1/4 of the people are not vegan. Who are these guys? Just see a couple of people posting comments. Is there anyone?
What's emotional pressure? Saying that you are exploiting them unnecessarily because you are. That's just a fact. I don't understand. If you have an emotional reaction to that, that doesn't mean that I'm trying to, like, it's just what it is. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know how to say it without causing an emotional reaction, because it's an emotional subject, like it just is,
Yeah. Of course, it causes emotions on people that are
thank God,
normal people, right? If you see someone kicking a dog in the street, that's probably gonna cause you some emotions. It's wrong, right? We're trying to ask here, what do you think? Why do you think it's right? Right? Because you're doing it. You are paying to exploit animals. And you're treating them as objects. Wow, we have a non-vegan,
Do you want
yeah,
to comment on it
troll over there.
to others?
Hamburger, bacon, pizza, hot dog,
All things we can
lettuce.
make vegan, by the way.
It was exactly what I was about to say. All of those things can be perfectly vegan, dude. Right? So imagine just, and this is the time we live in, right? If we wouldn't have these options available, it would still be not right to exploit animals because of those because of those products. But still, we can have all of those things. The vegan versions, they are delicious, right? So it's crazy to me. Why would you just choose to exploit an animal for just that taste pleasure of that product that you can have the equivalent plant-based? Uh, why? Why?
Someone
Why?
said
Why? Tell us why.
someone said they just don't want to be vegan. What's your what would you say to that, Renzo?
To what? Sorry,
Someone said they just don't want to be vegan. What would you say to that?
just don't want to be vegan. Yeah, I just don't want to respect humans, right? What does it matter? um,
Does it make it
just
okay if I don't care about
it,
you? you know, if
right,
I, like, no, you're still doing something horrible. It's not because we
right.
can't stop you that it's okay what you're doing. I need another
Yeah,
break. Do you need a bathroom break? Maybe
I
some
do need a
waters.
bathroom break. Yeah.
Okay, well, guys, we'll be back. We'll be back as soon as we can. Okay, we just need to go
All right.
to go
By
refresh
the way,
ourselves.
Lucy, we're getting some more non-vegans in the chat,
That's
right?
great, guys.
But these are
Stay
trolls,
around.
though. If anyone
Well,
would
that's
be
okay. They
willing
can
to
come on
come up
too.
and talk to us, but yeah.
That's
So
fine if they're
bathroom
trolls.
break.
They're still here.
Bathroom break.
Okay,
Okay.
let's go. See you in a few minutes, guys.
Will we just leave the image like this?
Yeah, I mean, you can remove yourself if you want to.
Animals are babies. So true. Well, I don't know if anybody can listen to me.
Yeah.
There she is. Hello, Lucie.
Sorry, I got to make some more water.
How was the break?
Refreshing.
We have 68 votes so far. 28% of the people are not vegan. Is there anyone who would be willing to come up and talk to us and tell us why you're not vegan? It's gonna be a chill conversation, one-on-one. We're not gonna gang up on you. We just want to know why you're not
Hey,
vegan.
there's someone.
Amazing. All
We're
right.
like, we're so used to it. Okay, great. Hey, are you more than 16 years old?
Yeah.
Well, nice to meet you. Do you know what what veganism is? Could you tell us, please?
Veganism is someone that doesn't eat meat, I guess, or tries to.
Okay, so veganism is basically the stance against the exploitation of other animals by humans. So it's more than diet, really. So why aren't you vegan?
Because there's no vegans. We all kill animals, and yeah, there's no
I see.
vegans in this world.
Okay, sorry, I'm making water. Pouring myself some water. Okay, so as I said, really, veganism is not about killing. It's really about the exploitation of other animals. So you're definitely right. Obviously, we all kill other animals, whether we want to or not. But we don't really have to, I don't actually exploit other animals like vegans, basically. Like we just, you know what I mean? What do you think about that?
I think it's a good thought, but I don't think it's possible to because there's certain species of birds that is going extinct because of farming and stuff. So it's kind of like impossible.
Can you repeat that, please?
There's certain species of birds that is going extinct because they're losing their inhabitants because of farming.
Okay.
So it's impossible.
Oh, so do you mean that you think that it would take more crops to feed vegans? Is that what you
No,
mean?
that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying there's species of birds that is going extinct because farming is taking their land, and pesticide is killing the insect they're eating. So they actually die because they don't have food, because
Okay, but
pesticides the farmers use.
Okay, what's cool
also-
about that is that when you go vegan, like if we all went vegan overnight, which is not going to happen, but basically you need less crops to feed vegans. So there would be more land that would be left alone. Therefore, there would be way less endangered species.
So you would say if there was no farming in this world?
No.
Would there be-
If we all went vegan.
Okay, let's say we just eat animals in the wild. Would you say that farming would be gone and there would be no crop death? If
No.
we just eat wild animals instead of farming?
We don't need to, though. Why would you? I don't understand this. I don't understand why we need to. Why don't you go vegan? Like,
because we kill animals, you and me,
Mhm.
and you can speculate that I kill more. But what if you kill just as many? Or
no, we
what
know.
if you make the world worse compared what I'm doing? Because
Okay, I see.
you promote farming as well.
Yeah, I understand. So you're talking about crop deaths, right?
Yeah, also just
Okay.
farming in general.
Okay. So what I just told you, though, that we need more crops to feed non-vegans, basically because the reason for that is that you need a lot of crops to feed the animals that you consume, and that's across a lifetime, versus eating people directly. And so there are studies in the description below, by the way, that show that if the world went vegan, we could free 70% of agricultural land. That means less crop deaths, obviously. That's a lot of, obviously, crop deaths are reduced. But the thing is, as I said, it's not about killing, because we can't really avoid that. We can try to not have as many crop deaths, but like, obviously, first we have to stop exploiting and butchering other animals when we don't even need to, And of course, when we go vegan, a side benefit that's really awesome is that there are less crop deaths. So,
So you would not think like animals roaming around just on the land would be less suffering than having farms everywhere and
well, they would be free, and then there's the one horrible moment when they get butchered. But that's literally like, what am I supposed to do about that? It is better than being like confined and exploited for your whole life, and then and in the slaughterhouse, And it still doesn't justify us doing it to them. The fact that there are like sufferings in the wild, it's just like, for example, the fact that they're suffering for other humans, that doesn't justify you exploiting their body, and
well, we
adding on
all
top
have
of
to
that.
go through suffering.
Yes,
We
of
all
course.
die of cancer and all kind of stuff. So there's
Sure.
the one moment of suffering, no matter what.
Sure, but does that mean you can't inflict it? It's okay for you to inflict it. For example, replace the victim with a human or a dog. Is it okay just because they're gonna die to, take their life?
It depends where do you get your mold from.
So you'd find it okay you'd find it okay?
Sure, because I don't get my mold from. Where do you get your mold from?
So you think it's okay to do that to a human, to take their life?
It depends. What does
I'm asking you though. I'm
asking
you. I'm not asking the world. Like, I'm asking you.
Yeah, sure. If it's nutrition or it have a bigger picture, bigger thing, it provides.
But what if you don't need to? Just like vegan, like we just don't need to exploit other animals for nutrition.
Well,
what if that's the case?
I just said there's species of birds that are going extinct. So you and me, we kill. We're in the same boat.
Do you want to take over, Renzo? Because I think we're going in circles.
I mean, I would just ask, how would you feel if this was the justification for exploiting you? You know what I mean? It's completely unnecessary. You can thrive without using animals. So everything that you're saying right now, would you think it's okay if someone would be exploiting you and with all these justifications that you're saying?
Well, where do you get your mold from? I just have. Do you have a book? Do you have something?
No, not a book.
front row?
I think about stuff. It's out of logic, right? In this case, I know that you are capable of experiencing life, right? You're a sentient being, and I just realized that in the same way that I wouldn't like this thing done to me, I just would not do it to you. And since it's completely unnecessary for me to thrive in this life, you know, without exploiting you, then I just would leave you alone, because you have your own interests, and I just feel I don't have the right to take that away from you for something that I can supply otherwise.
But I don't see the earth as the last point where we are. I see there's heaven after, and that's better. So I don't see like the earth as the last point. Like, this is the best thing, I'm not.
Sorry,
I'm just
you
here for a
believe
short time.
in. You believe, I'm sorry, like you're saying, like you believe in the supernatural, like there's something else after this life. Is that what you're saying?
I'm just saying I'm getting my mold from the Bible, so I don't think like it's
Sorry.
wrong in the Bible to kill animals.
Sorry.
So that's where I
Okay,
get my mold from.
Okay, so the Bible also tells you how you should keep human slaves. It says that if you punch your slaves and they don't die in a couple of days, then it's fine, right? So basically, this Bible is justifying human slavery. Do you also think that's okay because it says so in the Bible?
You have to show the verse so I can look at it.
Okay, let me look it up. Slavery. Let me see. All right, so Leviticus 25, 44, 46 explicitly permits buying slaves from surrounding nations, treating them as property, and passing them to children as inheritance. Exodus 21, 20, 21 says, if a master beats, that's what I was talking about. If a master beats a slave and the slave survives a day or two, the master is not to be punished because the slave is his property, right? Etc. There's a couple of parts there, and I think the Bible also talks about beating people if they're gay. I think also puts women like down a hierarchy where they have like less value, and so all this stuff, right? There it's there in the Bible. Would you think that it's now morally correct because it says so there?
The thing about the slave thing, there's many debates about it, and it was a different time. It's also from the Old Testament.
That's exactly the point, though, because we, as a humanity, as a society, we've thought about these things and then come to a conclusion that it's just not right. Okay, so where you ask where we got our morals from is like, yeah, maybe you read the Bible, but then you also think about it, right? And you think for yourself and you use logic, right? That's how we came to a conclusion that, you know, we should not keep human slaves or beat each other up just because we're different. So why
But
wouldn't be the same case for the animals? Like we could, you know, see
the
that it's
animals
wrong and
don't.
just change.
The animals don't follow that code you're talking about. They kill each other.
That's right.
They
That's
do.
right.
So
So and animals.
that moral code is something you have made up, but it's not
Mhm.
like a book or a rule set or anything. It's
Right.
up to interpretation and.
But are you
your-
saying that because animals are not capable or completely capable of understanding morality, this means that we could do immoral things to them?
But I don't think it's immoral because it's have a bigger thing, like it achieves something bigger. Nutrition, for example, there's no B12.
But we can
and stuff like that.
well, everything about diet is sorted out in the science, and it's proven that we can thrive on a well-planned plant-based diet. If you're interested, Lucy there in the comments posted all of the relevant studies that you can check. You can
I know
also
a
so
lot of the
basically,
time. Can I
I,
say something?
sorry,
Okay, you
yes,
say
I just wanted to say sorry. I just wanted to say that it's perfectly doable to have a plant-based diet and thrive. So since we can do that, why would we still choose to exploit animals for this unnecessary nutrition?
Many of the studies are funded by the Seventh-day Adventists, which is called in Christianity. So they think it's not right to kill animals, and they have funded many of the studies. So many of the studies you can just throw out and say it's funded. So yeah.
I just want to say the ones I linked are not that. I just wanted to say that in the description.
Good.
You can check it out.
Yes,
I'll go away.
Good. No, just the overwhelming evidence points that we can totally thrive on a plant-based diet. and that's reviewed by the majority of the experts, peer reviewed by the majority of the experts of this world, right? All the major health organizations get to this conclusion. So it's not like one or two studies that say this. This is like well accepted science to this point. You were, I don't know. Sorry, I thought Lucy, you wanted to say something. So yeah, my friend, if you think so if you knew that you could thrive on a plant-based diet and it's not necessary to exploit animals, would you then think it's a moral obligation to not exploit other animals?
No, because I get my morals from the Bible, and it says it's fine. So
All right, but again, the Bible also says some other crazy stuff that we, to this point, have come to the conclusion that it's not right. The thing that we talked about before, the Bible talks about beating people, keeping people as slaves, and all this stuff. And you
well, there's
just
debates about that, but okay.
I'm sorry, what?
There's debates about it. That's certain
Debates about the
topics.
slavery thing, you mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, there's a lot of things that we would deem as immoral in the Bible, and then we, as a humanity, have come to the conclusion that it's just not the case, and we change, right? You can also like change the interpretation of the Bible itself if you want. For example, yes, it says that you could use animals for your benefit, but it's not an obligation, right?
That is true.
So yeah, so like why would you still do it if we know it's not necessary, and you in your Bible you're actually given the choice, right? You could perfectly well be plant-based and just continue following your religion.
So I have been vegan before, and I lacked vitamin D. I was freezing cold.
Okay. So
Which
have you heard about supplements? Problems with nutrition happen all the time to everyone, and it's not just something about a plant-based diet. It happens to everyone. There's people who are non-vegans and also have nutrition problems, and what do? They just seek out experts and they tell them what to do. So the issue here is not the fact that you can't do it because you can. There's actually a lot of help. If you're interested, there's free help. For example, there's Challenge 21, where you would have dietitians help you out with your diet in case you're lacking some nutrients and stuff. This is all this can all change by you just changing up your diet. Maybe you would need a couple of supplements, and that's totally fine. They can all come from plant-based sources, and then just like we talked before, evidence shows that you can totally thrive on a plant-based diet. So
so are you injecting like B12 and stuff?
I have a B12 supplement every day. And also, by the way, when it comes to B12, many of the animals that people exploit to eat are also supplemented with this. This is a vitamin that is created not like it's not only found in animals. It's created in the, how is it, Lucy? Like in the grass, in the soil.
Are you talking about B12?
Yeah.
Yeah, so B12 is a vitamin that's secreted by bacteria that's found in the soil, but most of the soil is actually depleted now, so they have to supplement the animals anyways.
Right, right. So yeah. So you said that you tried to go vegan and you had some deficiencies. Like, if you knew that you
Mhm.
could do this in a proper way so that you don't get those deficiencies, would you think then that it's your moral obligation to do so, since we would
No,
be exploiting animals unnecessarily? No.
not at all.
Again, and just because they give you the option in the Bible to exploit animals?
Because this is not the only place where we go. We go to heaven. I think animals go to heaven as well. So there's the suffering they endure. They get rewarded for that as well in a better place. So I think like if we do good here, we get also rewards in heaven. They do as
Wait, so
well.
but you say that if we do good here, right, you get a reward, right?
Mhm.
So do you think you're doing good by exploiting animals completely unnecessarily?
Well, I don't think it's wrong. So
I think we're kind of going in circles here. But what if my religion tells me that I should exploit you? Would that be a good reason for me to exploit you?
If there was a bigger purpose with exploiting me, yes,
Yeah,
I
like
would be.
if I had a religion and I thought that there was a bigger purpose in exploiting you, you would
Mhm.
be accepting that.
I would
You
accept that, yeah, and then get the reward afterwards in heaven.
And how do you know
So
it's
I
true
would
though?
accept. Can you repeat?
Yeah, like how do you know it's true? Like if I just start following some random religion and exploit you, right, with a higher purpose, you say you would accept that, but what if I'm wrong? What if my religion is not true?
But I believe my religion is true. So, but if
Right,
the
but if
religion
I
is not
believe
true,
that my religion is true and that I should exploit you, or that it's just okay, it's good to exploit you, would you truly be accepting that? I'm not really sure if you're actually saying that honestly.
well, we both exploit animals. So the question is kind of like,
Wait, we both exploit animals? I
well,
I,
you
I
walk
am I am
outside, you walk
vegan.
on ants, the crop death, the
That's not exploiting animals, though.
pesticides from the farming, all kind of stuff.
We're going in circles. I think we could.
Uh,
There's other people waiting. Perhaps we
okay,
could.
okay, we got more people. That's cool. But I just want to say, it's different. Crop deaths is not animal exploitation. Those are incidental deaths, which we should strive to minimize as much as we can. But it's completely different to then bring animals to this existence in order to use them, right? Like the objective of bringing an animal and use them is to exploit them. Whereas when we crop, when we when we do our crops, uh, the objective is to get those crops, not to exploit any animals, right? Do you see the difference
But
though?
we both do exploit animals in the
Nope,
bigger
nope,
picture.
nope, nope,
If we
nope,
look
nope,
at
nope,
it,
nope. That's not true. Like veganism is all about doing your best to not exploit animals, right? So like, why are you saying that I just exploit animals willy-nilly? That's not true.
no, you don't do it willy-nilly, but you do it anyways, sadly.
How so? How am I exploiting animals?
First of all, there's a lot of animals that die of pesticide poisoning.
Okay, let's stop. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We're gonna end it because we're going in circles. I really appreciate you. We really appreciate you coming on, though, because it takes bravery. So thank you
Yes.
for doing that.
Oh,
Stay in the chat, man. Stay in the chat.
Yeah,
Peter, bye.
yeah.
Appreciate you. Ciao.
I just wanted to address one thing that I didn't have time to. Oh, yeah. It was a thing about religion.
Mhm.
as well, like the fact that like the heaven thing, I think you could justify horrible things by saying that we're going to heaven, so it's going to be fine after. But that doesn't justify suffering here, like making someone else. No, it's not about suffering. It's about enslaving their body and like using that as objects. But that includes suffering, of course. But like
Yes.
um,
Why would we then have to create hell here on Earth? Why?
yes, exactly.
Because
And I have
there's heaven.
Christian friends that are vegan activists, by the way. They have a podcast that I should actually. Okay, could you start with Aris while I actually look up my my friends so I can link it in the chat.
Sure. So okay, bring them up.
Okay, Aris, are you 16 or older?
I'm older.
Okay, awesome. Do
Okay,
you know what
cool.
veganism is?
I know. Have one of
What
five
is it?
question I ask you.
No, what is it?
What? What did you ask me?
What is veganism? Sorry.
Veganism is a plant-based protein.
Well, just go ahead, Renzo. I'll.
Okay. Okay. Just go ahead, Lucy. Do
Wait, I'm ask
what
five
you're doing.
question.
So okay, what's your name? Sorry, Aris.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you please define veganism? What do you think veganism is?
Veganism is a plant-based diet.
It's a plant-based diet.
As
Well, yeah. So having a plant-based diet to this day and age is just part of being vegan. It's like a consequence of being vegan. The definition is actually a moral
the
principle that
definition.
yeah, it's a moral principle that us humans should live without
Okay.
exploiting animals, right? So
Wait. Your question is complete. I ask five question. I've already.
you want to ask a question?
Yeah, I ask you.
But before
Yeah.
you do so, what do you think about
Why do
that?
you
About not
like so
exploiting
much
animals?
of emotion, integrate of nutrition and scientific evidence when we discussing in veganism? Why?
I'm sorry. Let me ask you a question. Then you ask me a question, okay? So what do you think about humans exploiting animals? Do you think that's right or wrong?
Oh, humans always hunter, man. What do you say?
Humans are all
What
of
is
us hunters, you
evolution?
said?
Yeah. What is the
Evolution?
evolution? You're not ready?
What is evolution?
Evolution.
Sorry, that doesn't
Yeah.
answer the question, my friend. So the question is, how do you feel about humans exploiting other animals? Do you think that's right or
Exploring
wrong?
like
Right or wrong? Right or wrong? Do you think exploiting animals is right or wrong?
there's two perspective, man.
Hmm?
It's two perspective. Like this modern situation has explored animal.
I'm sorry, I'm having a little bit of trouble with understanding
It's
what you
modern.
say.
Nowadays is a modern situation, and
Yes, it's a modern
Yeah.
situation that we exploit
Yeah.
animals. That's what you're saying,
Yeah.
right? Well, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not. That's not true, though. We've been exploiting animals
But
for
what you
a
say?
lot
We
for a
go,
lot of time.
we go village, man. You see,
But still, sorry, Aris, do you think it's right or wrong to exploit animals?
there's not
Let's
a right
just.
and a wrong. It's a two perspective. Like it's two
It's a two.
perspective.
There's
The
two
millions of
perspectives. You
people
say.
have not a proper nutrients. As not a
What
for
is
of
what is your perspective, though? Just
like
let's answer that question and then we can
I'm
move
just
forward.
talking. I'm just based on scientific research. Yes.
Okay, so I suppose that you think that is right. It's okay to exploit
Yeah,
animals
it's
because
right.
you're not
It's
vegan,
right.
right?
Because nowadays
It's
it's right,
fine.
man. It's fine.
It's all right.
Not is right.
Why? Okay, why?
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 You know why? It's
Uh-huh.
simple,
Why?
man.
Why do you? Hmm?
Do not attach your emotion first of all. Food is not emotions.
I'm Lucy.
I disagree with this
Are you
question.
listening
It's
to
food
this
is not
conversation?
emotion.
Because
You are attaching.
I have a little
Wait.
bit of trouble understanding you, man.
You don't attach
Lucy,
your emotion in food, man.
you don't attach
Yeah.
emotions to food.
Yeah.
Right, but why do you call animals food? Like, would you call a human being food if you were able to exploit them and transform them into food? Like,
Okay.
that's the very thing that we're
You
questioning
reply my
here.
question. Okay. I give you reply. Yeah, it will be my question. Like, if humans are naturally omnivorous, why should we everyone is expected to follow a vegan diet?
Right. So since we're omnivores, this means that we can thrive on a plant-based diet. On a plant-based diet, plants are not sentient. They are not capable of having a subjective experience of life. And so, because animals are sentient and they care what happens to them,
Mm,
then we prefer to, use plants for our nutrition.
yeah,
What do you think about that?
but how to get a proper amino acids?
Oh, we
Give
can.
me example.
Science
Yeah,
has.
science
I
is
mean,
hard. Give me some
we got
example.
we got very good quality studies, researches here down in the post
Yeah.
if you're interested. But let me ask you this: if you knew that you could thrive on a plant-based diet, would you then
Mm-hmm.
go vegan? Would you then
Interesting.
think, yeah? Would you then go vegan?
Next question.
But yes or no, though, would you go vegan if you knew that you could perfectly well get
Vegan
nutrition
diet
from
is not a
plants?
perfect man. Vegan diet is not perfect. More nutrients, more vitamins, more protein is
Yeah.
not enough.
So veganism is just, as we said earlier, is the principle stance that humans should live without
No,
exploiting animals. But of
no,
course, if,
man.
if we apply
You
that in the
think
real world,
not every
that's not
situation is a
perfect.
level of affordable or for everyone. Vegan diet.
Vegan diet, you say, is
Yeah.
not for everyone, but like that claim should have evidence because it just goes against the the main science. You know what I mean? Again, like the research
What? Oh my
and the
God. Humans always against on science. This is
what do you say?
what you say, man.
I'm saying that you can perfectly well thrive on a plant-based diet, yeah. And if that's the case, why wouldn't you just leave animals alone?
Okay.
Because you just said that
No, no.
plant-based
Your
diet is
question is
not for
good,
everyone,
man. I
but
will have
that
one
claim,
question.
yeah.
Why do some vegans means and include religions and more beliefs and instead of object evidence?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
Why do some vegans mean and included religions or morals beliefs and instead of objective evidence?
I'm so sorry. I'm getting trouble understanding what you say. I think it's cause of the accent. Lucy, am I
Do you
listening?
understand? What? Oh, I
No,
see.
I can't hear what you say. That's the problem. Why do what?
Why do some vegans
Why do some
arguments
vegans
including religions of morals beliefs and instead of objective evidence?
argument? I'm sorry, Lucy. Are you there? Are you listening? I just need to
So
understand what.
he said, why do some vegans, I think he said, lead with emotion or something like that instead of objective evidence? Is that what you
Okay.
said?
What? My internet connection. Okay.
That,
If no
was it that
lifestyle
your
is a
question?
completely free animals harms, where you do draw this line and why?
What? Sorry, we I have a hard time
If
understanding
no
Okay,
you. You have to
it's
lifestyle
speak
not
is
just
slower.
me. Okay,
your
okay, it's
animal
not
harm.
just me.
If
I'm sorry. It's the accent thing. It's a little having difficulties understanding what you say.
okay, I
But
think wait,
just
I fix my mic.
but
Wait,
you
first of all. Uh,
okay,
if your
okay.
no
Maybe if
lifestyle
you
is
can
a
talk a little
completely
bit
free of
slower.
animal harm, where do you draw the line and why?
Why do we draw the line on sentient animals? You say in
Yeah.
order to well,
If
because they're
no,
sentient, because they are capable of having a subjective experience of life, because they have their own interests, because they would rather just be left alone, just like you and me. We wouldn't like to be exploited. So we know that about animals, right? Most of, I mean the ones that are sentient. So why would we exploit them for things that we don't need?
Yeah, being vegan is a your choice, and meat is a my choice. This fact goes both way.
So if I choose to exploit you, would you think that's an acceptable choice, a moral choice to make?
Is not a good example.
But the answer is, would you think it's acceptable?
Why not, sir, man? He's accepted. It's my health, man. How do I complete my protein diet without
Oh,
exploiting animals?
again, no, again, it's totally doable. It's backed up with science and peer reviewed. All the studies regarding nutrition are down here below. You can click the studies if you are interested. But the question is, if you knew that we can thrive on plant-based diets, uh, would you then think it's obligatory to go vegan? Or would you think it's still acceptable to exploit animals for something that we don't need?
Oh, oh, it's not a genuine question, man.
What do you mean?
I'm
Why?
not
It's
understand, man. I'm not vegan.
totally
I'm omnivorous. I disagree your questions and your veganism.
all
Yes,
right, but you
it's
have not been able
because
to justify it though,
no,
right? Right. And
because maybe fit agriculture, economics, and lifestyle. Your logical consider that falls for as not just one group, man.
just one group.
Yeah,
What do you mean?
veganism is group, man. It's make
Veganism is what?
it's group as veganism is group. Hmm.
What's that word,
You,
Lucy? The group
it's just a
veganism
groups
is.
on Discord and everybody's.
Lucy, do you want to jump in? I think we might be going in circles
Yeah,
with
we probably are.
a little bit. And I'm
um,
sorry because it's difficult for me to understand what you're saying though. But I didn't
I
really.
say agriculture and economics of lifestyle. Real logical consider the whole world as not as just one group. Like you add up more, Earth has one group like veganism.
Okay, but the question is, can you be vegan? And if you can do it yourself, why wouldn't you be?
No, I'm not doing this, man.
Right, but you can though. You could just leave animals alone, and so then why don't you do that?
Hmm, what I am do that. Like I'm a sports person. I play a sports and Olympics player.
Yeah. So again, the evidence shows that you can thrive on a plant-based diet in any stage of life. And regarding whether you are an athlete or a baby or whatever, it's just completely doable. And so, like, if you are a skeptic of the nutrition side of it, go investigate because it's totally doable and it's proven by science. So we should not really take that much time talking about nutrition, really. If you're interested about nutrition, go check it out. And the only thing that you need to know is that it's totally doable, right? I mean, it's your word against all the scientific evidence that is peer reviewed to this point. All major health organizations conclude that is totally appropriate to have a plant-based diet and thrive. So, that's it. That's the end with nutrition. Do you have another reason why you think it's okay to
Like
use animals as for your
why you
benefit?
all, why why you why you always say veganism? Why you say like exploding animal? You don't say this, man. It's not a good word.
Because that's the definition of
You just
veganism.
a title for you see one humans and another humans has same emotions, but you attack. No, no, Alex. Yeah. Wait, I'm
I
so
didn't
confused
say
now.
that though. I did not say that we have the same emotions though.
Yeah. Have a
But we know
difference
that
emotion.
they're sentient. We know that they're sentient. We know that they have preferences on their own. We know that they have a subjective experience of life. We know that they can suffer. We know that they have rich emotional lives, right? We don't know how similar or different they are from us, right?
Uh, but
But we know that they're sentient. We know that
a
they're
strong
sentient.
man and powerful athletes has not promoting veganism.
Well, now if you're coming back to nutrition again, I
Wait,
already
wait,
said
wait,
everything.
wait, wait a second. There is a strong man, definitely. It's cool to
Well,
know.
there
It's
is.
cool to know.
Yeah. Yep.
Patrick Baboumian was a strong man, and he was vegan and a vegan activist as well, which is cool.
Yeah. Which is consistent with the science research. That's what I'm talking about. It's just if we're coming back to nutrition, then we're going on circles.
No way.
Just go see the studies that Lucie
Okay,
posted here.
I do study
Yeah,
it.
go see the
I'm
studies,
scientist,
man.
but my English is not as strong, but I'm trying to understand what you say.
Yeah, same here. We're trying to understand each other. But
Yeah.
even though I don't understand everything that you say,
My
I just haven't heard any good
do you speak another
justification to
language
keep
like
exploiting
German,
animals.
French?
No, no. Spanish, but we will bore everyone in the
Not
chat. So if there's anything else besides nutrition, I think that I wouldn't have anything else to say. Uh, just that it's not a good justification because we don't need to exploit animals for nutrition.
Yeah,
Mm.
this is true, but uh, modern
So you
society has
acknowledge
not.
it's true. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
modern society is not a suitable this question now. Modern society have needed more nutrients and more powerful means like
I'm sorry, I didn't get that. What you say?
I say modern society is not a suitable this question.
It's not a what discussion?
Mo- Modern society has not a suitable this question. They ask me.
I'm so sorry, man. I just can't understand some of the
Modern
words that you say,
society
and I'm
not. Oh my god! How do
modern
you say?
society not
Write it
what?
down in the chat. Me. Oh, you can't. No, never mind.
Right.
What I heard is suitable discussion.
This
Survival
question has not
discussion?
a suitable this situation. Modern society is not a suitable this question. Modern society is so big and so way so far.
All right, but we're just talking about yourself though. If you can
Yeah.
go vegan right now, if you can
Okay.
right now
I
stop
try to.
exploiting animals, just
Yeah.
why wouldn't you do that? That's everything here in this
Oh,
conversation, right? You
this
don't.
situation. I understand. You say like I'm not explore animal. I don't consume milk. I don't consume eggs. I'm not.
Good,
I not try exploit animals like leather jackets as clothes make. So
good, okay,
I left
okay.
all
So
I left animals all best products.
all right, so you call yourself a vegan and don't do that ever. Just keep doing that. Keep not using and keep not exploiting animals for food, clothing, and all the things that you're saying. That's veganism.
Yeah, I love China.
So okay, do you think you would go vegan?
I not it's not my choice. It's my choice, man. I just try to debate this topic.
In what
Interesting.
ways do you exploit animals though? Do you like eat
You say
some?
same.
Hmm?
Hmm. Same,
How,
same, man. You harm nature. I harm animals. It's same.
it's not about harm though, right? Remember we explained what veganism is. It's a moral principle that we should live without exploiting animals, right? It does not say anything about harm because it's impossible to live in this world and
Jose,
cause zero harm,
okay.
right? the
I'm a
the fact that
vegetarian. I'm
we
Jose.
the fact that we harm other beings by existing does not give us the justification to go out of our way to uh, create beings in order to use them as objects. It's different. You
Oh my.
see, it's not about harm. It's about living without exploiting animals, right? Do you think you can live without exploiting animals?
If many vegans is about reducing harm, why would you use product made from electronics and clothes or farming? That is always involved that animal state.
Yeah, it's not about harm. It's not about harm. If some vegan is talking about harm, that's not the main thing. The main thing is to not exploit sentient beings, right?
Hmm. But if personal choice matter, why should we make my choice to eat meat respected too?
Yeah. So personal choice, right? It would also be my personal choice to exploit you if that was my choice,
It is
right? But
not.
it is a
But
personal,
human's IQ and animals IQ is much different, man.
I'm sorry, what was the last thing you
If
said?
I say humans IQ and animals IQ much different. This reason you say like I do not explode animals.
Okay, so you're saying we're different. Okay, so okay, we are different, but what is the difference that would justify exploiting one being but not the other one? Right?
Yeah,
What's the morally relevant difference?
yeah.
Yeah. So what's the answer?
Hmm. Can you someone
Right?
love animals and still eat meat? If you're not, why?
I'm sorry. What?
I say, can you someone loves animal and still eat meat? If you're not, why?
Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. You can't really respect someone, not even
Yeah,
just let alone love them. You can't respect them while you're using them for your own selfish purpose, while you're exploiting them. Uh, I think we agree on that, right? If I say, I love my kids, and then at the same time I am exploiting them for something, that's just not compatible with love, right? That's not even compatible with respect. Would you agree with that?
yeah.
Right. Cool. So, just would you stop exploiting animals and go vegan?
Why? Why is acceptable if someone animal says he's saying,
Um, would you go vegan?
no, I'm not. I'm not go vegan.
Why?
Why? Simple question, man. Simple.
Why?
If you being a vegan is about eating animals, it could be you eat cat meat if you will legal and culture accepted. If you not, why where you do you draw the line? Is I ask anyone ask one vegan has asked me, yeah, one vegan is
Wait.
asked me,
Sorry. I think that you said, where do we draw the line?
yeah, one vegan asked me, man.
Sentience,
Is
sentience,
in a
sentience,
Discord, in a Discord.
sentience is the reason why we should care, right? That's the reason why I won't exploit you or any other sentient being, especially when I can just leave them alone and thrive without exploiting them, right?
Why not so? Okay, I'll the how to complete my nutrients like vitamins,
Yeah.
proteins, omegas.
Everything regarding diet, there's plenty of studies that you can check out. There's also a site that is called what was the name? Lucy, what's the 21 challenge website?
I actually, in the description, I linked a website called howdoigovegan.com, and they have resources about nutrition. But honestly, if you just Google it, a million things will come up.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah, you
why not
can you
sure?
can help yourself using technology today. It's very easy.
Yeah, I'm
Just
using.
just
It's so
just
easy,
Google
but
it.
amino acids are the building blocks of protein. But
Yeah, and we can get those on a plant-based diet. Just
no,
just
it's
Google it. Yeah,
protein absorption, man. Protein absorption are so different.
sure.
Like
Yeah, I mean, neither of us are experts on nutrition, but science and evidence points that we can perfectly well thrive on a plant-based diet. All you need to do, if you're interested in, stop exploiting animals, you just easily Google what to eat, what proteins you need to have on a plant-based diet to be healthy, and you would get that. It's just a matter of a really quick search. Um, Lucy posted a bunch of material there. So yeah, if your concern up to this point is just nutrition, I think we're done. Like go check how to be vegan, and maybe we come back next Saturday. We'll be doing this live every Saturday. So if you have any doubts or things, maybe you can talk about that. But I think we'll reached a conclusion. like go vegan, man.
Wonderful, man. I respect you.
Hmm. Yeah. Also, you. I respect you too, man. Just go vegan and tell us if you have any. Tell us how it goes next week.
I'm not attacking for you. You and your lifestyle. I respect your full beliefs, and I'm only asking that is respect my diet, please, and choose as well. Bye bye.
Yeah, I know. um, you're asking us to respect you exploiting animals. Is that what you say?
Oh my god. Mm. My done,
Is
man,
that
my done. I'm not trying to debate this
yeah,
topic. Is your choice, is my choice.
yeah, but it's not because it's a choice that you can make that does not justify the act, right? I can say that with anything. I can say that on exploiting you. I can say that on doing any kind of wrong in this world. That is my choice, right? But it's not good enough justification. Doesn't do anything,
Uh,
really,
have
right?
you ever visit or village or farms? Many rulers farmers depend on livestock of milk, eggs, and income. And farming, the situation is different from people's living in cities.
You're asking me if I have visited farms?
Yeah,
Very
farms are like
little,
village.
very little. But what's the point here? What are
This
you getting
point
at?
here. So why these people these people are how to accept a vegan.
How to accept a vegan?
Yeah, villagers.
Oh, sorry, blizzards. I'm sorry. I have trouble understanding with your accent.
But uh, I say their situations are different from people's living in a cities.
I think I can help. I think I understood. So I think
Okay,
he's
good.
talking about animal welfare, like it's better in the countryside or something like that.
Yeah,
I
unbelievable.
went vegan on the countryside because you just
Yeah.
see the same stuff from near, right? It's just people using animals, right? They view animals as if as if they are property, their own property, and they can do whatever they like to them. Uh, yeah, I went vegan. Living in the countryside is awful. It's just the same thing, and even if it was not uh, like the worst kind of exploitation, it's still exploitation. You still have this mentality that this other being belongs to you, and you can do whatever you like to them, right? How is that moral? I just we haven't come to a good justification to this point.
Wait.
Yeah, go vegan,
If
go
you
vegan.
beliefs of claims and should we get their mother's milk first then, and I respect that as a choose a personal. And if you thought as a claim as one getting enough milk as it could be want to drink that's milk either.
You would have to go slower. I'm sorry, man. It's about
If you
maybe.
believe sleeps and should we get their mother's milk for then, I respect that is a chooser. Personally, if you thought a clap claps as was getting enough milk, I wouldn't, and once is drink that's a milk either.
Lucy, did you get any of that?
Dude,
I
it's really
say,
hard to understand.
Yeah.
I,
And also, I
mm,
think we're
If you
kind
say it
of.
more succinctly, maybe we'll understand it. I don't know, in another way.
I say, the claps comes first. If they need the milk, I won't take it.
I'm
The
sorry. It's
I
it's
got
claps,
it. I got it.
cow
I got it. Okay.
claps.
So, okay, he said, if the calves want it, I won't take the milk.
right. Got it. Okay. So wait. If the calves want the milk, then you would not take it from them. But if there's like an excess of milk produced, then you would be okay taking that. Is something something like that you're saying?
Yeah,
I mean, like,
I
explain more of
yeah,
that
I
context.
say,
Like, explain
if
that
the
situation
clay
better.
does
Like,
not enough
yeah,
milk, does not think is right.
sure,
This
sure, I get it.
first take
Okay, but why is the cow there in the first place, though? Are you right? Like, do you see this being, this cow as someone that belongs to you, and like you're gonna get that cow pregnant yourself in order for them to have a calf, and then you're going to follow that logic that if the calf doesn't take all of the milk, then you'll take some away. Is that your scenario? Because like
no,
cows exist to this point because we breed them, and we kind of like genetic it's to this point they are genetically modified to produce so much milk because we use them as milk machines, right? That's the only reason why we have cows nowadays and they produce so much milk, right? I think, like, wouldn't you think that the actually like moral thing would be just to not breed them, right? Because to this point they're like Frankenstein's kind of. They produce so much milk, and they exist just because we breed them to existence for our benefit. So wouldn't you just think that like the actually moral thing to do would just be to just not breed them anymore, like for ourselves,
interesting.
right?
But,
Okay. Would you like to jump
nowadays,
in,
when
Lucy?
modern science has mm, when veterinaries has case cows can is a breed and cared for a different way. It is a practice way from farm to farm to, so it's important to look at the evidence rather than assumes every farm is the same.
I'm sorry, man. It's
I, s-
I'm difficult. Go slower. Go slower.
I say
Yeah.
now today with modern science and veterinaries cares cows veterinaries as cow takers. Scarce cows has been raised and cared for different way. Practice vary from farm, so it's important to look at evidence and rather than assume and all the farmers the same.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I just don't get your question. I don't understand the words that you're saying. It's a barrier I get with your accent, that it's difficult for me to understand what you say. It
Okay,
just seems
fine.
to me though, it just seems to
Very
me
firm,
though that you.
exactly. Very firm. I'm from Kazakhstan.
I don't know, man. Again, I'm unable to understand what you say, and but I just think that you're just giving like more of the same kind of excuses up to this point.
Okay, man.
I'm not understanding well what you say, but like we've already come to the conclusion that, well, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. You agreed that we can just
Uh,
leave animals alone, right? Not exploit them. So just that's the end of it. Like why wouldn't you go vegan? And all the points that you're giving are just like a little bit more of the same here.
I didn't mean to kick you out. I'm sorry. That was a technical issue.
He's gone.
You can
Yeah.
come back if you want to, because there's no one else. I'm so
Okay, there's
sorry.
no
That
one
wasn't
else.
meant.
It was very difficult to understand what he was saying, though. It's just
Yeah.
difficulties getting that
You can come back
accent.
if you want to.
Yeah,
It wasn't
yeah.
meant.
Yeah.
So sorry about that.
Well,
Yeah.
well, at one point I thought he was agreeing. This is very common,
Me
though,
too.
right? People are agreeing, and then just the last sentence is like, "Oh, respect my choice." And what about everything we just talked about? That's very
Yeah.
common, though, right?
Yeah.
But anyways,
I mean, it's not because he's not gonna go vegan now that it's forever.
how's
you
the
know?
chat? How's the chat doing for to this point?
Um,
87 votes, and we have we have lots of non-vegans here. We got 33%. Anyone else who wanna join to have maybe our last conversation, Lucy? We've been 3 hours up to this point or more.
Are you tired? Because I'm okay.
Well, I'm okay, but I might have things to do
Yeah.
in a bit. I still can be here for a little while. If there's one last conversation, that would be fine. But yeah.
You did a great job.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah.
It's so nice to see an activist stay calm, because I have a hard time because it's triggering. You have to understand, we care very deeply about
Right.
this issue, and because we've seen the horrors again and again and again. We edit the fucking content, the footage, that standard practices stuff. So it's extremely triggering.
It is, yeah. Some when I do activism in the streets, some people tell me I'm way too calm. So that could also be a bad thing, I suppose. Maybe if you get the conversations linger for too long, I don't know.
I think it depends if you have someone else to talk to, because if there's someone else who would go faster and become vegan faster, but right here, this is what we're here for, you know.
That's true. Yeah.
And I appreciate that he was engaging. But
he was engaging,
vegan.
honestly. Yeah. The only problem was the accent. I was having lots of trouble understanding what he was saying. Okay, so we have 33% of the people in this chat are non-vegans, right?
There's 27 people.
Is gonna Lucy just posted the link there. If anyone wants to join and tell us why they're not vegan,
you gotta be over 16.
Yep, gotta be over
16. And we won't gang up on you as we've done. We're just gonna do one person at a time, and you'll be anonymous. And it's just it's a chat. We don't want to, we're not here to be mean or anything like that. It's just we want to know what you think and why you're not vegan.
Unless you are mean to us.
We'll still try not to be mean, but we might kick you out if you're too mean.
Maybe. Yeah, that's true.
If you're too disrespectful, but
right.
Try us, I guess.
Yeah. So anyone
there was someone who I kicked out because he was giving me the finger, and then he came back and I kicked him out. I think he came back another time. It was like
giving you the finger.
What's the point of that? Now you can't come on. Like,
who's giving you the finger, Lucy?
Fearless.
What?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I think he was trying to get the attention, because I think he probably wanted to get on the screen right this second, but it's not how it works.
Okay, well, that's funny.
Probably dodged a bullet right there.
Yup. Well,
Well, it would have been
some
entertaining because, guys, I'm gonna make shorts out of it. So,
cool.
which is, Renzo, you either can make the shorts for your channel, or I can make them and we can collab.
That would be amazing. I would
That'd be
actually,
awesome.
I would have to make a channel for myself actually,
Yeah,
or
right.
or just post in my kids series. I think would be fine too.
But I don't want to ban Fearless because it's not like he's making things impossible. It's not like spamming this chat, right? I want him to be here because I want him to listen, and I want him to come on and calm down, And if he doesn't calm down, we'll just kick him out, and then he can come back
They're
again.
doing
Whatever.
they're doing a hashtag over it. Ban fearless. That's so funny.
Chill.
Or
It's not that they're
bring him
triggered.
up.
It's just that there's something there.
Bring him up. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's true. That's
I mean, he can try again, but
Yep.
if you give me the finger again, you're out. Like, come on now. It's
So
ridiculous.
funny. So funny.
Yeah, if
Give you
he's
the finger.
transphobic, that's messed up. That's
Yeah.
what I saw there. But I mean, at the end of the day, we're here to talk about veganism as well. But like, respect people. Like, it's just, or you will be banned. Like. Anyways.
Yeah. Well, is there any non-vegan listening to us right now that would
one last
be
conversation?
willing to come up and talk?
And if you're too
to-
shy, you can muster the courage for next week.
That's
And no
right.
one will see you. I mean, just turn your camera off, and I will make sure you're not on the screen as well. But like, you'll be anonymous.
Yep. Just to have a conversation with us. Tell us why you're not vegan.
So far, it's been really fun.
Yeah, it's true.
Outreach alone versus outreach with someone else is a whole different thing. Holy. Oh my God. When I do it alone, I'm miserable. But then, this is the first time I do outreach. No, I've done outreach with Serena from Born Vegan, and that was much better. But this is so much more better. By the way, we're best friends. So it's extra fun.
Besties, partners in anti-crime.
Yes.
That's true. Yes. And we are pretty chill. So if you're listening to this and you are not vegan, come up and tell us why.
And we'll talk to you one-on-one. Just
That's
one
right.
talk to you, and then when they're done, the other one, and then
Yep.
we're not gonna come back and forth. The only time that I come back and it's just when I have some information about links or something like that, like something really not piling on you or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. So any non-vegans in the chat say, hey, where are you guys? The poll says that it's 33% of you.
Wow, we're at 3:30, dude. When is the
That's
limit
a
for
long
you?
stream. I mean, if no one comes up in about like 10 or 15 minutes, I think that's I would need to go do other stuff.
Yeah.
I will see you again on Saturday.
Yeah.
And we will see your stream midweek. So Lucie is live with Vegan Stoner Lady this Wednesday. They will be chatting about veganism and talking to non-vegan people on TikTok, right? If any of you guys and YouTube, that's right. If any of you guys have a TikTok account, please go follow Lucie.
I'll put the link.
Because she needs 100 more.
Way more than that.
150 kind of.
Oh no, I don't know. Something like that. Like I have 330 or something. I think more people have followed, but I need 500 to be able to live on TikTok.
Got it.
And there's more people there. Therefore, why we want to,
right.
It wouldn't be as slow as this.
Yes. So once Lucie has enough followers on that platform, we'll be able to go live there where there's way more people. And so we'll have more conversations. Conversations in TikTok get really, really crazy though. People are
That's okay, whatever. Also, we'll improve some. I mean, I just hope we're not going to lose our cool, but we really try hard not to.
Yeah, and if we do, we just do. And we learn from it. It's okay.
Yeah, whatever. And guys, if you're vegan in the chat, and I just please speak up for the animals in any way you want. There's so many ways. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do outreach. You can make posts. You can make art with a vegan message. You can do so many things, guys. You can help editing for other activists. Or you can do outreach. It's really not as hard as it looks like, because I remember what it felt like when I was watching other people, and even to this day when I watch other people, I'm like, how could I ever do this when I've already done it? Because it kind of feels this way, but it's really not. It's just habit. You get in the hang of things.
There's
really.
so many different things that you can do.
It's super scary. Yeah.
True. Yeah. For example, create an Instagram account and start reposting other creators' stuff. That's pretty good. If you do it constantly, then it would definitely help.
Yeah, it really does help. Even sharing to your story or whatever.
Or you can wear some cool clothing like this one. Check it out.
Oh, it's a vegan shirt.
Yeah.
All right.
Check this out. Animal liberation. Beautiful.
That's great.
Yeah, there's so many ways.
Yep. And yeah, they really, really desperately need you. They need all of us. They need every single vegan to speak up in any way they can. It would go so much faster. Getting more vegans. If there were more vegans active, it's what we really need is more activists, because then it's exponential, you know. So really, I don't think there's an excuse apart from if there's vegan Arctic out there who is paralyzed almost completely. He's doing activism somehow. Just vegan arcing on Instagram. At least he's on Instagram. He's making some videos with the help of someone else. It's incredible. Like you don't have any excuse. You can take like an hour a week or anything, you know, something. It always helps, even though it feels like it doesn't sometimes.
That's true. It does help. And yeah, we kind of have to do it if we can. It's very important. Okay, so it rised again, Lucie. We got 34% of people that are not vegan in the chat. Where are you guys? Can you please come up and talk to us? Just a chill conversation. Tell us why you're not vegan, and we'll have a chill conversation. We're not going to gang up on you. We're just going to talk separately. You can this time you're gonna talk to Lucie. So, are there any non-vegans listening? Just click the link and talk to us. You can have your face censored, right? Yeah. You can be anonymous. Tell us why you're not vegan.
You have to be 16 or over, because
True.
YouTube rules.
Yes.
It just makes sense also.
By the way, Lucie, we said a lot of words that are supposedly censored that we should not say here on YouTube.
Yeah. This is the first one. So.
Yeah, the stream has not been taken down, so that's good information.
I mean, also have monetization, so I might not get monetized, which is not good, because then you don't get pushed as much in the algorithm. So we should really try not to, but it's really hard because we'll just get in the habit, really.
Yeah, we'll get in the habit. Yeah. we kind of just forgot at one point that we just started saying how it is. I would love to just speak normal, because using like euphemisms and that stuff is so annoying. It doesn't match the reality. So, but anyways, if this is the only way we can do it, that's gonna be it. Any non-vegans in the chat say hey. Are you there? What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Exploiting animals. Damn.
By the way, let's just refresh people on how on the definition. Real quick, so
Good.
veganism is really just a stance against humans exploiting other animals. That means using them as objects, resources, or slaves for your own purposes. So that can be, of course, plant, like, you have to have a plant-based diet so that you're not exploiting them for food, or not using their skin, not going to the zoo, not riding them, things like that, experimenting on them.
Yep. Because they're sentient, they have their own interests. They rather be left alone. So what are we doing? What are we doing exploiting them when it's completely unnecessary?
And there are also really cool benefits that are side benefits. It's not what veganism is about, but there are really cool health and environmental benefits. So that's nice.
True. And still, there's no one that comes up and talk to us. 34% of the people had answered the poll saying that they are not vegan. Any one of you, if you want to click that link and talk to Lucie, this time it's going to be Lucie, please do so. You'll be, if you want, you can be anonymous. And so just tell her why you're not vegan.
And if you can't muster the courage, we'll be back on Saturday, but it will be a different format, just vertical. We'll do the same time, right? Probably.
Yeah, good one.
Okay.
Good timing. Yes. And hopefully this time it goes well, because we started the stream and was a disaster. We tried to do this vertical format, and we were having lagging issues.
It will work. I know it will work because I know what the issue is, because my phone is like 8 years, okay? And I'm not even sure if I bought it new. I think I bought it secondhand.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's even older than that. I don't know how I made it. And now it's just not working. So I'm getting a secondhand refurbished phone that will work. So next time it will work. And on Wednesday, it will work. I will make it work.
Yes.
Don't worry
So
about that.
we will do this every Saturday. We promise that we will get better and better. And so, yeah, so this is for practice. Dot. Call
We already
in.
talked to him. Yeah. We
I
already
will
talked to him.
talk to him. All right.
But I kicked him out by mistake, and I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. No.
I didn't do it on purpose.
Yeah, it was difficult to understand what he was saying, though.
No, that was the first one.
The first one was a little bit less
Wait.
difficult, though. Still
Wait, I
a
don't
little
remember
bit
what
difficult for
happened.
me. I had
remember.
troubles understanding both of the guys, but the second one was way harder.
Yeah. He said he was from Kazakhstan, I think. Kazakhstan?
Maybe. I don't really remember.
I heard that.
Cool. Yeah.
Something.
One guy was from Germany. It's the only thing I remember.
Wow, that's a piece of art, Louis. Wow, Louis is just pulling all the stops for this.
What's
Did you
that?
see the hearts?
A lot of hearts? No, I mean I see hearts.
It's very colorful.
Very nice. I don't see it though. Where is this? Is this like in a comment? Oh,
Yeah.
there it is. Beautiful, man. Amazing, Louis.
Louis just casually making art in the comments. Okay, well, Kazakhstan. Sorry, yes, it's probably that. I'm not very cultured.
All right, so we have 5 minutes left to get our last call. If we don't get our last caller in the last 5 minutes, I think we're gonna end this stream. So if you're not vegan and just want to tell us why you're not vegan, this is your last chance. We got 5 last minutes to get a call. So
yeah, dude, drink a little bit. You haven't drank in so long.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I've been drinking a lot.
Okay.
There it is. Yeah, I'm drinking some nice tea.
Yeah,
I
missed them.
We got 90 votes in the poll, and it says that 34% of the people are not vegan. So where are you guys? Is there one non-vegan here who is willing to come up? Yeah.
I miss them trolls. I mean, troll or not troll, I don't care as long as you're willing to speak to us and engage.
Thankfully, we had our practice with maximally sophist guy.
Yeah. What
That
a
was really cool.
fraud.
I just immediately thought he was a vegan because of the way
because
he was
kept
just bringing all the
listening.
excuses.
Yes. I was like, this is so highly suspicious. And I thought
Yeah.
it was just someone trolling and just making fun of the excuses. But I was like, what the hell? We have nothing to do, so.
It was a perfect exercise, though, to start up our stream. Maximally sophist. The name already
Well,
says
that's
everything.
typical, yeah.
That's great. That's great. And so, how many minutes left? 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Time is running up. Any non-vegans who
Chance,
want to
come
chat?
on.
This is your chance. This is your chance, non-vegans. Tell us why you're not vegan. We'll be very respectful. We just want to have a conversation with you. We will not gang up on you. You'll be talking to one of us at a time. You can be anonymous if you want. Just come up.
Yeah, just turn off your camera. And
Right.
I don't know if I can do that.
It's
no,
funny.
I can't.
I missed the guy
I have
that
to turn it off.
that gave you the finger. That's so funny.
He would be entertaining. It would make good content when I make shorts. But
That's
also
totally,
he was,
yeah.
I mean, obviously he's the only one who wasn't anonymous because I could see his figure.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he can come back. I didn't ban him forever. Like, I just banned him from the studio because he kept coming back. So,
All right,
giving me
that's
the
right.
finger. So, like, come on now. Minimum respect, please. This is my channel. Like, what the fuck?
Yep. A little bit of respect, please.
I'm asking for the minimum. It's kind
Yeah.
of funny though. Oh, also I saw it's so funny. Okay, so the reason why I kicked him out, Aris, is because he had presented an image of Batman, which is hilarious, and I thought I could just take that out because I was like, why is that there? But it actually was connected to his account for some reason. So when I tried to like get the image out, which it was looking as an image, I actually kicked him out.
Wow.
Sorry. I could have left it. I was like, why not? Yeah,
Funny stuff.
it's kind of funny.
We got 2 minutes left, guys. 2 minutes left. If there
Or
is there any non-vegan in the chat, say hey. Hello, non-vegans. We got 92 votes. Check it out. The percentage of non-vegan people has gone up again. So like someone clicked no, right? Someone just responded no for the question if you're not vegan. Say hi in the chat. Let us know that you're here. You got 1 minute and 20 seconds to do that.
Why is it that I find this format much more fun than? Well, I know it's because I'm doing it with someone else. If I was doing this alone, it wouldn't be fun. But
I've
somehow,
I've never done activism alone. The stuff that you do, Lucie, there, record conversations by yourself is pretty cool. Yeah, you don't like it.
But I think this is so much more sustainable because look, I'm having fun, so I'm
Yeah,
not
of
drained. I could go for
Sweet.
longer. It's crazy. It's been 4 hours. I really thought it was gonna be harder than it is, but no, because there's another vegan, so I'm not like, oh my
Yeah.
god. And also, there's so much pressure when you're alone because what if you forget stuff? Because sometimes they pile on
Yeah.
you, and
Mhm.
the stuff that you really want to say that you forget, and it's kind of annoying.
That's
It's just so
so
much more
true.
fun with someone else.
Yeah. Agreed. It has been. It's important that it's sustainable. So like, if you're having a good time doing it, that's perfect.
Thank you so much, David, for doing the work of modding so hard and so well. He
Excellent.
keeps putting the link in again and again. It's
Right.
awesome.
That's excellent. Because it's time up. It's time up.
Okay.
We've reached our time limit. So this is the last chance. Is there anyone in the chat who is a non-vegan? Say hey, or else we're gonna end the stream now.
0 minutes left.
0 minutes left.
I don't think so. That's okay. We had a good run. I really wasn't expecting only just one person, perhaps, but
Yep.
like that's really awesome.
We have a couple of conversations, and hopefully we're gonna have a lot more in the future. So we're gonna repeat the stream every Saturday, and hopefully we'll do this over on TikTok because there's more people there. Lucie needs to get a couple more followers there on TikTok. So if you have that app, please go follow Lucie, and so that she can do the stream over there. And every Saturday we'll be here talking to non-vegans. And
they don't let you go live if you have under 500. So please, will help tremendously.
Okay.
We'll get more people. And we would also, it's not only about the people coming in to chat with us, it's also the views, it would be exponential.
Right. That's right.
Anna's just going off.
Chut fein, Luis. The chut fein.
All right. Well, I guess we're done.
I guess we are. Yes.
Well, that was so much fun. Thank you so much, guys, for being here, and also for also doing outreach in the chat. Very, very appreciated, because we can't necessarily do that. And thank you for all the people who came on. It takes guts. Appreciate that. And please be active for other animals as much as you can. I mean, just be sustainable, of course, and find a way of doing activism that you hate the least and enjoy the most. And and we'll see you next Saturday.
Yes.
And I'll see you also in Vegan Stoners Lives on Wednesday. And
that is right.
It should be regular, but we'll see how it works as well.
Lucie and Vegan Stoner Lady are going to be live this Wednesday over on TikTok and in YouTube. So
evening US time.
Yes.
I'm not sure the time yet.
I'll be there in the chat.
Awesome.
Goodbye everyone. Nice stream. Have a nice Saturday. Be vegan, be active, all of that. Thank you for staying with us. Yes. And see you next Saturday. Ciao, ciao.
Bye. And go follow Renzo, please. It's in the description. Bye-bye.